Good evening, everyone. Hope we're going okay. What a shit round this has been. Oh, far out. This has been a lot of very, very average scores I see going around. And there'll be teams out there that have barely got some tons in their team, let alone scores in the 90s. My God. Big game tonight, though. Probably decide a lot of people's weekends, this one. But we are back for another Watchalong, as we always are, on the Saturday night. Let's make it a big one as well. I noticed last Saturday night when we got a heap of likes and actually even some super chats as well. Obviously, we were going for the extra watch along. But the more likes we get quickly, the more people actually come and tune in. So if you can do me a favour and smash a like on the video to get us started, that'd be fantastic. We've already got 9. We've only just started. So if we can smash them up as quick as possible and get a heap, then we might have a fair few people that don't normally check out the channel, but it'll help get out to new people. Red Lighting, Bergman and Daniel to Josh Dacos and Mills are looking like a complete loss, cash gen and points at the moment. Well, let's hope that Josh Dacos can go well tonight. Let's hope he can go big. Lee Everett, what a stinker round for fantasy so far. Holy, yes, I know it's there is a lot of very average scores. We already got 17 likes as well, so appreciate the legends that have done that already. But let's keep it going. Let's keep smashing them up as quick as we can. But yeah, there's been a lot of 70s, 80s. Anderson saved himself today from him being in that same boat. But yeah, it's been a bad round. Elizano, Cherry's been very poor last 3 weeks. Hasn't turned up since the West Coast game, and Sheasel had just had his worst score since round 21, 2023 in his rookie season. This round is hell. Yeah, Sheasel was bad today. Copped a shoulder knock at pretty much with a minute to go as well. Cherry's, he's not top 2 ruck anymore. I think we got to accept that now. Cherry's not top 2 ruck. Gawn is still top 2. He's still tunned up in a tough matchup today, I think. I'm pretty sure Gawn tunned up. Grundy's dominating. I think Grundy's now the guy we need to be looking at bringing in. I know English had a poorer score. Maybe Marshall's the guy. I think that the ruck position's a bit uncertain. I think Grundy's probably got to be number 1. If you're doing a rolling 22, I think he's got to be number 1 now. Actually, probably Gawn's number 1, to be fair still. He's probably number 1, but Grundy's got to be number 2. I think that he has to be there. Gawn did turn up, didn't he? No, he got 89. Okay, no, he didn't turn up, actually. So there you go. But tough matchup against Witt. So, but yeah. Also, Moore was subbed out. That's another one. Dylan Moore subbed out on 74 with about a quarter and a bit to go. That was looking like a big score. So that was very, very frustrating for people that brought him in. Hello, chat. Big night of fantasy as Moonboy. Agreed. Nathan Thomas, hey, chat. Give myself the -3 so far this week. Further take on the advice of Bales to go Warner to Grundy via DPP. Went Warner to Josh Dacos and Daniel to Darcy. That'll teach me for not listening to the GOAT. Yeah, what can I say? I give people good advice, but I don't follow it. Tony just brought in Sheasel this week. Unbelievable how the $1 million players play shit when you bring them in. Funny enough, Jordy was going to bring in Sheasel, and I said, no, go get Mills, get the last rookie, get that upgrade and get him as the 23rd premium. But then he told me he didn't have Dawson, so I'm like, go get Dawson. Don't worry about Sheasel. Don't worry about Mills. Go get Dawson. So I keep giving good advice to people, but it's not really working for me at the moment, even though my round hasn't been too bad. So Smithy760, I don't know if that's it says T. I don't know. I know that apologies if I'm not saying the actual names of you guys, because it's coming up with the actual usernames, not the names of your account. So it just says Smithy says, fellas, let's go. Looking forward to a watch on tonight, mate. Egg says, is anyone actually happy with how their week is going? Yeah, I'm not happy, but I know that my week is going a little bit better than some others. So, and there'll be teams out that have got 18, 19, 20 and have already had multiple scores in the 60s and 70s. So, Jay starts brought in Flans instead of Mills off a gut feeling, and it paid off. Yeah, mate, I wish I went there as well. We talked about it last Sunday, Jake, because I know that you're a Gold Coast fan. I was keen, but I just thought I'll play straight back. I'll go Mills. I'll watch Flans for a week, and yeah, that 130k I could have saved could have got me a double upgrade next week from maybe a Doherty and someone else. But unfortunately, I went for Mills. Corey Butledge, McKerch over Mills has been killer now. McKerch a gun. Yep, another ton. His first ton of the season, I think, today. I don't think he tonned up before today. Maybe he had. Maybe it was his first ton in this role. So he tonned up against Richmond, when he had 11 tackles. Or was it 10 tackles? Yeah, 10 tackles. But this was his first ton playing in this defensive role, so he was good today. Went the opposite. Mills over McKerch, says Corey. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you went McKercher, but fair enough. Rodler, Moore, Darcy, Bont, Kennedy, Mills, Sheasel, Warner, all spuds must trade. Yeah, right. 74 from Moore, 56 from Darcy, 72 from Bont, 86 from Kennedy, 67 from Mills, 65 from Sheasel. Warner's okay. Warner at 89 as a forward is probably a pass against the Dogs as well. So, Smithy, one game doesn't define the average we want, fellas. We'll be all right. Let's effing go. Yeah, Sheasel will be fine. It was just a really not a great week to do it. Who we got tonight, guys? So I've got a few. So I've got McCarthy. Obviously got Nick Dacos VC. Got Josh Dacos. Got Ned Long. Those four. So I got those four. So big night, particularly if Josh Dacos and Ned Long can put up some good scores. That'll be, and obviously you need Nick Dacos to go big as a VC. Casey Werder, captain thoughts, Josh or Nick Dacos? Nick Dacos for me. He's number 2. I'd be going there. Josh Dacos did go 120 against Melbourne, but he hasn't really gone too many massive scores this year. I'm hoping tonight is a night, but I'd be going for Nick Dacos. John Sands, anyone else having a horrible week like me? I think that's everyone at the moment, mate, unfortunately. Half-eaten dim sim, Pies by 500 goals. I think they'll win comfortably at Marvel tonight. Elizeno, Cameron captain, Dacos brothers, Long and McCarthy. Yep, hopefully Cameron goes well for you, mate. Got him at number 3 for captain, so I hope he goes well. Nathan Thomas, got Josh Dacos, Nick Dacos, Ned Long and McCarthy. Yeah, I got those exact 4. Shanahan playing forward, no tag to start for Nick, says Corey. Yep, there you go. I hope that's the case. Will's got adding West along with the common 4. We got 22 likes already. Keep smashing them up. The quicker the lights get up, I think the more people that don't normally tune in will get tune into the channel. So make sure shots for super chats, says Castle Riches. Because I won't be doing a watch along tomorrow because the Crows game, plus I'm going to watch UFC. If we get $100 worth of super chats tonight combined, I'll do a shot. There you go. Whether we get there or not, it's just if people would like it, that will be. I'll do it. So I'll type it in here. Whether we do it, whether it happens or not. So set time for 2 hours. We'll see if what happens. But yeah, I'll do that. We'll start go. I'll go 3 hours because the watch songs normally go for 3 hours. Don't know why the goal's not working. Okay, fair enough. I'm not sure, but we're about to start anyway. But yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do $100 worth of super chats and I'll have a shot, but we'll see how we go. Big mulch on tonight, says Ben. I got a $2 one on, but not too big. Flanders over. I said that before. Got a ton from Atraka, says Nate Thomas. Yeah, he was good today. No tons from 5 mids. Need a big game from VC Dacos, says DJ. Khan Hawks says Castle Riches. Rosie Colby tracked my tons, says Will. A few people saying go West Coast. Sheasel, Bont, Sam Darcy and Chera all extreme poor, says Sneaker Fusion. Agreed. Colby cheese goaded, says Christian. Flanders option next week, says Will. Yep, I think he is. Daniel to Flanders, potentially. Gorn on 89. Yep, a few people saying Gorn on 89. Elvis goes on tour. I hope I get some big scores tonight. Great viewing, mate. Yes, I hope we do, mate. Could Gorn to Grundy be viable? I don't think about Gorn out, but maybe another ruck he could. Brisbane Bloods, terrible run for me so far. Foss, Cher and Mills all counting. Hardeman 19, the only score dropping off. Errol VC was nice, though. Did Hardiman only get 19? My God, what a bad pick that's been. What a bad pick that's been. Redline, do you normally do polls for who's going to win? I can't remember. I can't do polls on here for some reason. I can, but I think we know who's going to win tonight. Petraga finally did well, says Lee Everett. Yes, he did. I joined the Patreon Bales. Thank you, Will. Yes, I did see that. Appreciate you jumping in, mate. With the rounders going, Dawes will probably only get a 70, says Alexander. I hope not. Do you normally do... Oh, yeah, I said it before. Yep, caught that. I brought in Charlie West. He doesn't need much for his score to count, says DJ. Shanna Barron. Mills and McCurch was my choice this week. Wrong choice again. I think I'll still sideways him for Roberts next week, though. Him for Rob. Yep, I don't mind that. We're about to get underway. And here we go. So, who's that? So, Hoff is on Nick Dacos at the first CBA. So, whether that's going to be a hard tag moving forward, that'll be something to watch. But Ned Long was also at the first CBA, which is good. Which he normally is anyway. Clay Hall got a handball for any coaches that have still got him maybe on the bench. There's McCarthy with a kick. Was smothered. There's Josh Dacos with a handball. Lipinski handball as well there. Going towards Charlie West. His first involvement. Got the handball away. There's McCarthy, another handball. Cuppervilly touches for Tom McCarthy. Good to see. JC, we be showing the game live. Unfortunately, I can't. Sorry, mate. The stream will get taken down for copyright if I show the game on the channel. So we're just seeing our fantasy scores tick over, chatting about the footy, chatting about fantasy, chatting everything pretty much, and we'll go from there. I thought Darcy Cameron was going to get a touch there. Nothing for Darcy Cameron there. Do I captain Josh Dacos or Dawson, says Steve Fusion? I would have gone Dawson. Dawson was my number one option this week. Clay Smith, hey, Bales, trade Merritt to McRae or a rookie to West tonight? I'm having a horrible week. Sorry I missed that before the game started, mate. I don't mind the Merritt to McRae option if you've got all your rookies off the field or you're lacking in numbers this week. Rodolfo Rosa, more likely to score 3. Membry or McStay? Probably Membry, but I don't know if either will get 3. They might kick 2, but Shannon Brown, Nick Dacos, VC. Let's hope I don't need to sweat on Dawson tomorrow. Yep, hopefully. John Sanders, what score are you currently on, Bales? We'll have a look at the end of the game. I didn't actually look at my score before this game started, so we'll have a look later on tonight. He's Lipinski, go away, man. Gives the handball to Nick Dacos. So Nick Dacos handball to his brother. So there's Josh, another disposal for Josh Dacos with a kick. Not the best kick, but we'll take the points. Elliot must have, don't know if he copped a corky or jarred his ankle or something, but didn't look too comfortable there. Not a great kick. Clock matchup, says Limits. Yes, I'll do that in a sec. Give me a sec when it's currently boundary throw-in. So, hey, Bales, how's your team going this week, says Nicky Joe. Not too bad. I think it's better than others, but still not great. Will Bite, how does the team view work, Bales, since I've joined now? So, pretty much on a Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. Well, really during the week, but preferably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because then you guys can get your team review during the week. On Thursday as well, because obviously teams come out then. You just DM me on the Patreon. There's a Ned Long handball. DM me on Patreon, and I'll give you a code. And then you head to Ask Me on Q. Use that code, and then you get your team review there. So if you'd like to do that, then yeah, we can do that next week, Will. There's Nick Dacos lining up for goal. +6 coming up for him, and obviously a shot at goal, unless he gives the handball off to a running teammate. West Coast will win tonight, I think. Eagles by 5, says Brisbane Blood. Spicy take. There you go. Bont getting cheap, says Mark Bessel. Yes, he was very poor last night. I'm a West Coast supporter. Anyone else think Harley Reid's not a great player? I think he's slightly overrated. I don't think he's done much really to start, but is what it is. So Nick Dacos lining up for the first goal of the game. started it out right and it stayed right. So be a McCarthy kick-in. Exception says, hey, how you going, mate? Hope you're going well. I had the Pinsky in my team for a bit this week, but decided to go West so I can do an upgrade next week. Don't mind that. So, yep, played on for McCarthy, so gets the kick in. We love to see it. They might go back to him here if they decide to switch it. Don't think they're going to now, but you reckon Rowson plays next week, says Ben. I'm not sure, so we can focus on bringing him in potentially next week, but yeah, he might be an option for us. There's a tackle for Ned. No, it's not going to be a tackle for Ned Long because Harley Reid got the handball away. Went Warner to Dylan Moore, was looking real good until he got subbed. My season's done. Yeah, that was a weird one. I don't know if he got injured or if it was... Because it said tactical, right? So I don't know really what happened with that. But that would have been really disappointing for people that brought him in because he was looking good for 2.5 quarters. There's a +6 coming up for Bo Allen. Anyone that's got him maybe sitting along there on their benches... Perryman gives it to Josh Dacos. Josh Dacos with a handball. And that'll be a behind. So Josh Dacos kicking. We love to see it. I will refresh the scores now because obviously we had a few touches and stuff to begin with. So Josh Dacos plays on from the kick-in. We love to see it. Hosking has not looked once if he wants to go back and switch. You just look forward. So yeah, there you go. Nick Dacos up to 9 already. And here you go. Nick Dacos going to get it back again. So Nick Dacos started well. Kicks inside 50. Nothing there. Josh Dacos going to get a disposal here. Yep, Josh Dacos with a kick. So Josh Dacos started pretty well. Let's go Hawks, says Ben. Yes, no, mate, very, very big win by them today. Didn't think it'd be that big. I thought that it would be a lot closer. Here you go. West Coast going to kick the first goal of the game. Jack Williams. First goal of the game goes to West Coast. There you go. Going long to Caldwell and Foster Flanders at the moment. Thoughts? Yeah, don't mind those, Will. Obviously, we'll see how Long goes tonight. If he scores well, I think he's the least of our worries, but he could potentially go. Ben Hayes Bales, it may have been managing him, remembering something happened last game, such at training for more. That's a good point, yeah, precautionary. I do remember that, so that could be why, but still, regardless, not great. McCarthy 80 plus tonight, says Ben Hayes. Happen to have Charlie West on my bench all season, now finally playing Sissinga Fusion. Nicely done. Count down your cop, please, so we can be at the same. Yes, sorry, yeah, I will. It's been a good mid. I'm looking to do Daniel DeFlanders, Corey Warner, May, and Box to Rouser next. Don't mind those, but obviously remember, Corey, Ben, it is down to 2 trades next week. Yeah, overall rookies off. McRae will be my 7th for, but Daniel will go to anyone next week. Yeah, do that trade then. I'll do that one. So we'll match up the time now. So we're at 14, 36, 35, 34, 30. Hang on. So Darcy Cameron free kick gives the handball off to Nick, and Nick gives the handball off to Josh Dacos. Love to see it. So we've got 14, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17. That should match you up there, Weary, and Limits, who was asking for that before as well. Exceptions, I think it was just because they were up by so much. Agree, yeah, I think so. What do you get in the Patreon, Bales? Says Brisbane Bloods. Yeah, so each week you get the Patreon and Q&A. You get one team review each week through the Ask Beyond Q service. That's the personalised audio response, but Patrons get that for free. There's obviously McCarthy didn't plan from the kick in there. There's obviously he'll get the handball received from Baker, kick for McCarthy. You obviously get guaranteed answer to every other question you've got as well. So like if you DM me, you get a guaranteed answer because I can't guarantee an answer to YouTube and Twitter and Instagram, Facebook. So I get messages across all the social medias. There'll be other. I'll do like a recap of like the top teams in the Patreon Cup as well. And yeah, just obviously growing that. If you want to help support us a little bit extra, then yeah, join on the Patreon if anyone would like to do that. My McCarthy, please, says Shannon Barron. I'm targeting Josh Douglas next week, says Ben. Archer May could be okay next week. Apparently, Langford got injured at training. I think he would have held regardless. He was really good before the bye. I think he would have held. No other forward rookie options, Ben. It would be hilarious if Eagles win this game, says Elizeno. It would be very interesting if they did, particularly how well Collingwood are going this year. Could I trade Bont early if Long gets a ton, says Will. I wouldn't be trading Bont. He's got North Melbourne next week. I expect Bont to get going. It's just been really a tough few weeks, unfortunately, owning him. There's Ned Long with the handball. There's Nick Dacos with a handball as well. So another touch for each of those guys. Is Sam Darcy a trade to Sneaker Fusion? No. You trade him in knowing that he could have potentially put up a flight this. You hold him. It'd be hilarious. Oh, yeah, I said it before from Elizeno. Bloody hell, 2 trades. I forgot. Jagos coming in. What was your multi-bales? Is Hoff in a good role with Dewar out, says Ben. So Dewar and that play different roles. My multi was just a heap of guys with disposals for tonight, so we'll see if it pays off. Exceptions, McCarthy not playing on, they were pressing the kick in. Come on, man, let him kick. Yeah, I know, exceptions, exactly right. I don't hate when players don't play on. It's like you literally guys get a free stat. Like, you might as well play on. There's McCarthy again, so with a kick. And that's the thing, like, I'm annoyed that I got Mills this week, but at the same time, I'm like, well, I'm going to be able to loop between him and McCarthy at D6 anyway, and I'll be able to see what Mills does moving forward, so I don't think it's too bad. No, out of bounds. Do a bit of a refresh as well. We haven't done that. Got 27 likes already as well, so appreciate the legends that have already smashed up the likes there. There you go. The Dacos brothers on 16 each. McCarthy's on 11. I thought he was going to be on more than that, but there you go. But good start for the Dacos brothers. Subrule has rinsed me this year, says Limits. Yeah, it's been really, really bad for everyone with all the cash gen pretty much lost because players are being subbed or starting sub or anything like that. It's really frustrating. Not sure it's... No, free kick to Jack Williams. So it looks like West Coast going for their second goal. Will Buy, is the questions in the Q&A chat or direct chat to you? Both. You get guaranteed answers for both direct chat and Patreon Q&A. Obviously, don't hound me the whole week. But yes, if you ask a few questions a week, you get guaranteed answers in the Patreon. And the team view as well. DJ, I've got Josh and Nick Dacos, Long, Wes McCarthy, Hewitt and Bo Allen all in this game. Hope it's fun to watch the DJ. Yeah, a few players there, mate. Hopefully a few of them go well for you. Nicky Jove, Gunston kicks 7 against North. What is Darcy going to do? That's a good point. Yep, I'd be holding him. McCarthy's a good kick of the ball, says Corey. Yes, I think he's a very good player. Another behind for West Coast. I think this is going to be another Josh Dacos kick in. Yep, Josh Dacos kick in, and he plays on as well. And he goes to, bad kick. He's going to Darcy Cameron, went over his head. You know it's a bad kick when you kick it over the head of your ruckman. And good smother from Jamie Elliott there. We'll buy it. Wasn't sure because never done a Patreon before. All good, mate. Yeah, all good. All good. Happy to answer any questions you have. Max says, hello. How you going, mate? Hope you're going well. Appreciate you tuning in. Stu, horror round for me so far. Yes, Stu, I know you're up there, mate. So I think everyone's in for a tough round. So hopefully you can still hold your rank even in a tough round. But this is a round where it's like if you can have a good round, you're going to rise up a fair bit of ranks just because everyone's struggling. So I guess we'll see how the round goes. I did pick up Ed Allen in a draft league this week, so happy with his start. Up to 28 likes as well, so appreciate everyone that's done that. We do have Nick Dacos with a kick. No, it's not going to count because Darcy Cameron free kick. Yeah, we've got 28 likes already, so we do have about 70 watching. So if we can get as many likes as possible quickly, that'll help out with all the algorithm stuff. There you go, +6 for Nick Dacos. Love to see it. So he started well. Where's his brother? Goes short to Houston. Houston back to Nick Dacos. So Nick Dacos 9-point play there. Josh Dacos could be on for a +6 here. Should be the next in the chain. Nick Dacos, another +6. Oh, no. They missed him. Somehow gets a handball out, Nick, there. That was annoying. That really should have been a +6 for Nick. Unfortunately, not a great kick. And there's McStay. He drops an easy mark as well. Collingwood have got numbers here. Yep, might check. There you go. Max says, good yourself. Yeah, good, mate. Yep, obviously, tough round for AFL Fantasy, but yeah, not too bad. Corey, Josh and Nick Dacos for Game Day Squad and Darcy Cameron Bronze, as well as Platinum in Classic. Yeah, I put in a Josh Dacos. I actually put Josh Dacos in as a late change for Noah Anderson when I heard that Noah Anderson was going to get the tag. So decided to put Josh Dacos in instead. So hopefully that goes all right. Nick Dacos up to 27 already. We've also got Hoff on 26, Ed on 23, good for draft. Josh Dacos is up to 19 as well. Darcy Cameron 16 after a bit of a quieter start. He's had a few touches last few minutes. McCarthy up to 14 as well. What else we got? Ned Long's been quiet, only the 4 points, just the 2 handballs for him. There we go, got the mute button in just in time. Hewitt only on 3, West on 2. Job Shannon hasn't touched the ball yet, but he was on the bench to start the game. I know he might have gone to the bench after the start of the game. So, yeah, not bad start. Nick Dacos has just come to the bench as well. So, having a bit of a short break now. Happy Anderson salvaged a 93 after having a hard tag for 3 quarters, says Nicky Joe. Yeah, good score considering he got hard tagged for a while. So, yes, very good score from him. Considering he got tagged. There's Ned Long, handball for him. He's going to get it back here. No, he didn't get it back. I thought he was going to. There's Bo Allen with a handball. Pendle's getting out of like 2 or 3 tackles. My check's got plenty of room. Ned Long's free. No. Lockie Sullivan decided to bypass every good option. Nick looks hungry, says red lighting. He does, yep, to start the game. He's looked good. Looked like he definitely wants to. And we know that players, when they get hard tagged, that happens the week after, where they get a little bit of extra free space, that they can be a bit hungrier and end up going quite well. So hopefully he can keep it up. Obviously, it's just the start of the game. Good tackle by Baker there. I feel like Goulden might be a good pick sometime during the season to Sneak Vision. Oh, mate, I think he could be a good pick up as early as next week. I think he could be really good unique if you want to pay up for someone. He looked back to Errol, the Errol that we know and love, and looks like one of the mids that might actually be able to be consistent for the remainder of the year, whereas a lot of these other mids haven't got it done. There's Ed Allen. Snap. No, missed it. I think McCarthy's on the bench as well. Cool. I think I caught up to all the chat, which is nice. But yeah, make sure you guys keep smashing likes on the video. We are up to 34 likes as well. And if people do want to see me have a shot and want to hit our $100 worth of Super Chat goals, feel free. It might be $50 potentially, depending on how we go. But we'll see. But if people don't want to see it, that is all good. You do not have to worry about it. I don't mind not. I'd prefer not to drink anyway. So. Hoff, it's good handball actually, into Elijah Hewitt. Good mark by Jack Williams there. He's had a decent start to the game. Captain on Dacos after English failed, says Moonboy. Yep, will you be happy with the start at least? Hey mate, how are you going? Says Double Dummy. Good mate, hope you're going well. Nicky Joe, would you get Errol or Whitfield next week? Buzz on flipping a coin, it's a tough choice. Well, I think decision might be made for you. Whitfield might not play, so I would say Errol. And I think I'd go Errol anyway because Whitfield's going to get cheaper and you'll be able to get him soon anyway. I think I'll get McKercher and Flanders as 23rd and 24th primos, says Moonboy. Yeah, Flanders as a 23rd primo could certainly work. Like I might even go McCarthy at M9, do a rookie down and someone up. Potentially Nick Dacos back on the ground as well. So he was on the bench for not very long at all. Ooh, dangerous kick, that one. There's Job Shanahan for his first disposal. West Coast are actually looking good, says Weary. Yeah, they've started the game well. So-called Uber Primos haven't been great this week. No, Moonboy, they haven't. Come on, need a long 110, says Stu. I would really be good. Bloody hell, Casa Riches. What is going on here? $80 Super Chat. For all the great content and a shot. Thank you, mate. Jesus, I might have to do one just because you've put the $80 in. Surely we can get the goal anyway. If we just get $20 more worth of super chats. But I'll tell you what, I'd be tempted to do one just because you've put that in, mate. So there's Nick Dacos, no, and the free kick against Nick. Come on, Nick, seriously? He knew that was going to be a free kick as well, and he decided to still hold the player. But no, Castleridge, I very much appreciate. Very, very generous super chat, mate. I was probably thinking, we might get one $5 super chat maybe tonight. I didn't expect one that was $80. So thank you very much, mate. That is very, very much appreciated. Bloody Jeremy Howe taking the kick in here. If he goes short to Josh, that's fine, but he's not going to. Why is Jeremy Howe on kick-ins? Get Josh Dacos on the kick-ins like he started the game for. I don't know why Jeremy Howe's taking kick-ins. Go short to Josh. No, he's not. He's going long. And he sends it over to McCarthy. McCarthy intercept mark. We love to see it. Max, I went for the Melbourne upset, but didn't get that one right. For the rest, I got Hawthorn, but never had any faith in North. And the first 2 games I got right, but didn't think Carlton players bad. Yeah, I haven't. Here's Josh Dacos. Are we coming up for a kick here potentially, or is he going to handball it? No, you're kicking it. So he gets to dispose away. Moonboy, need Nicky to feast tonight. No mercy. Go 170, says Moonboy. Yeah, let's hope so, mate. Play the song shots while doing it, says Shannon Barron. Primetime Lifeline. There's a pie emoji, I think it is. There you go. There's Pendles. He's going to go long, and he would have handballed it to Nick Dacos and would have got a kick. That's frustrating. Moonboy, been watching Buzz for years, finally gave up drinking, and now he's doing shots. But I've never been a drinker anyway. I don't drink ever. You guys have probably seen me drink more than my family, to be honest. So there you go. Here's Josh Dacos. A handball. Handball, that should be a free kick. Yep, free kick to Josh Dacos. So he's had a good start to the game. He kicks it in, trying to go to Ned Long. Didn't quite get to him, though. Collingwood's disposal hasn't been great to start the game. There's Clay Hall going for goal. Not touched. Where's Josh? Hopefully Josh does taking the kick in. Josh was kicking pretty bad at the start, says Limits. Nah, Jeremy Howe on kick-ins again. Why is Jeremy Howe on kick-ins? Get him away from the kick-ins and put Josh Dacos at kick-ins. I don't get why Jeremy Howe's the guy that takes kick-ins. It's not like he's a decent kick, but it's not like he's the best kick in the team or anything. Like, it should be Josh. McCarthy's a weapon, says Nicky Joe. Yep, he's a very good player. Josh is, Moonboy McCarthy on field this week, but benched next unless he goes 100 plus again, and then I'll just field him. Yeah. Josh Dacos, intercept mark. He's started very well. Apparently he's playing. You got. He had Nick for a bloody short kick there. So Josh Dacos up to 32 now. Nick's obviously moved back down to 24 with the free against. So what are your tips for tonight? Says Max, I went Collingwood to win. So why has the doctor been out trying to chat to Harry Wood? Just get him off. Like, is it so hard that you get him off for a HIA? Like, just get him off the ground. If you need to, like, see if he's all good, just take him off. It's not that hard. Like, Gary Lyon makes a very good point. Says that if that's a guy that's had a bit of a hamstring awareness, he's off the ground and probably not come back on. Whereas a bloody head injury, don't even worry about it. There's Ned Long with a mark. So this will be at that +5. There's Pendles with the handball. Trying to get to Nick, and Nick fumbled. It's been a frustrating... I know Nick's still on 24, but it's been a frustrating start for him. He hasn't really looked like too clean, unfortunately. Tony, we love your passionate calls, Bales. We all share a common bond. Keep it up, mate. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Moonboy, Nick, Josh, Ned, and McCarthy tonight. Oh, yeah, and Shanahan, rookie. There's Darcy Moore. Handball inside to Darcy Cameron. Great pickup by Darcy Cameron there, actually. But again, it's not a great handball. Ned Long with the handball there. Not a great handball. There's Lipinski. And Lipinski misses a handball for Nick there. Seriously, can we get the ball to Nick Dacos without fumbling and having a shit bloody disposal? This is a very bad start for Collingwood. They've looked pretty ordinary when it comes to their disposal. Nick Dacos should be on like 40, 50 points already. They've missed him so many times. So what do you got? McCarthy's on 20 now as well, which is good. Dacos 24. Josh Dacos 32. Ned Long would be moving up there now. A couple of... he's on 15. I thought he was on more than 15. Surely he's on more than 15. I've seen him a lot more than that. I think Josh Dacos is on the bench. Yeah, Josh Dacos has just gone to the bench, so won't be a kick in for him. Make sure you like the stream, says Max. Yes, make sure you guys do. Up to 36 already, so let's keep smashing the likes. Obviously, the more likes, more subscribers, more super chats, everything like that, the better it is for like algorithm and everything like that. So if you can smash a like and get us up to our goal of 100 quickly, and then now finally taking Harry Edwards off. They should have done this ages ago. Like, the doctor shouldn't be running around being tentative and ask him a question or two. If he's had a head knock, get him off. Like, seriously. Long getting in good spots but doesn't always get used, says Nathan Thomas. Yep, agreed. Elizano, Collingwood look a little off tonight. Poor disposals, says Elizano. Yeah, mate, that's what they've been so far. Jason Welch, thoughts on Matt Rao? He was great again today. I don't know if I'm bringing him in, though. Just because he doesn't mark the ball, he doesn't have he could put up a floor game, but his tackling probably will get him there most weeks. So if you want to go real unique, you could, but it's not like he's cheap. That you can take him for cash gen. He's actually quite expensive now, so I wouldn't, but you could if you like him. Weary, considering there is no tag, he should be doing a lot better. We started very, very well, but his teammates have missed him a lot last few minutes, which has been disappointing. Smash the likes, Legends says limits. Yes, thank you, mate. Yes, make sure you guys keep smashing the likes on the video. If Nick tackled a little bit as well, that would be ideal, because he hasn't laid a tackle yet. Yes, and sub as well. Chat says Max. Yes, yep. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, make sure you do. We're trying to go to 5K. That's our next big goal. Is that another free kick against Nick? Come on, Nick. Seriously. How can you be on 27 like 7 minutes ago, go onto the bench, and now you've given 2 free kicks away since you've been back on, and now you're at 21? Seriously. And they've been shit free kicks as well. Like, they've been stupid little tug of the bloody jumpers. Seriously. McCarthy gone quiet, says Weary. Oh, he's still on 20, though. It's still not too bad. But to be fair, people that started really well have all gone quiet. Like, Nick Dacos was going well. He's been shit for the last few minutes. Tomorrow, I'm scouting for Luke Jackson and McRae to finish my forward line, says DJ. How's your team been so far, Bale, says Ashton. Not too bad. I think I'm going better than others, but yeah, it's still been a tough round. Which AFL team you support, says Max? I'm Crows fan, so slightly, like, I've just wondered what tomorrow's going to be. Past years, the Crows would go, yep, we're going to win this, and they'll lose, like they did to Richmond last year. So I'm hoping that the Crows just get the job done and don't get too complacent. I don't need them to win by 10, 15 goals. So as long as they just win the game, that's all I'm looking for. What does AF mean, says Pokey Junior Official. AFL Fantasy. It's like fantasy sport. So that's what it's there for. But appreciate you tuning in, mate. It is good when we see new people tuning in. It's holding the ball. Free kick to Brockman. So West Coast lining up for another goal. They should be a lot more in front. 1-6 has not helped them. But yeah, it's always good to see new usernames in the chat, and always good to see the regulars. So appreciate everyone that's tuning in so far. We do have over 70 watching, so if you can smash a like on the video, the quicker we get the likes, I think the better the algorithm, everything like that works. So if you guys can help me out and do that, that'd be very, very much appreciated. Hopefully not 2017 all over again, says Max. Yeah, hopefully not. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. I'm just hoping that the Crows can get a win. And Brockman, that's a goal. Another goal for West Coast. So 18 seconds left in the quarter, but they've certainly had the better of the quarter at the moment. Here we go. Now they're getting into Nick Dacos. Oh, Nick, your last 5 minutes have been pretty shit, mate. You've done nothing since you started off well. You look good, but now you have done nothing. So He's not even on top page anymore. Really, besides Josh Dacos, it's been a pretty shit fantasy quarter so far. Actually, Darcy Cameron's doing his thing. He's on 29. But like Williams, Hoff, Josh Dacos obviously doing good, but like Ed Allen, not a lot of people got any more. Baker, Duggan, Hutchinson, Sullivan, Pendles, Brockman, Ryan, Howe. We don't have these guys. Like we've got a lot of the guys are actually struggling at the moment. So, as I said, Josh Dacos and Darcy Cameron probably the two standouts so far. There's a tackle for Nick. So at least that'll get some points back. There's a tackle potentially for Ned Long. Yet that'll be a tackle for Long. So we'll take the tackle each for Long and Dacos to end the quarter. Long with a kick as well to finish the quarter. So that'll get Long to an okay score. Is Mills to Josh Dacos viable, says Ben. Well, Josh Dacos might be close to $1 million. You might have sort of missed the boat because he's got Carlton next week. But it is viable, but I think there's probably a better trade you can probably do. McCarthy's fantasy photo is really odd looking, says Limits. Yeah, that normally happens with those with the mid-season draftees. Corey Blackledge, come on, Dacos, need to go well for Supercoach for my VC. Yeah, I've got him VC as well. This is the best fantasy channel, even when Pulse is raging. Thank you, mate. Long up to 22, thankfully, says Castle Riches. Yep. Max, I go for Melbourne. I really have had a hard time watching my team play these last few weeks. You're lucky you support a strong team this season. Well, yes, this season, but Max, as you know, the Crows have struggled for a number of years. Like what? Since 2017, we haven't played finals. The last final I remember us playing was the grand final. So, yes. And I thought that was the start of Crows actually being a good side for a number of years. And then everything happened. And then we've been crap since. But this year we've been good. I just don't want them to be complacent and think they're in the finals already. As long as Nixie's been sending the team a week at a time, so I trust him. So hopefully they keep doing that. And just get in there and we'll see what we can do from there. I'm not expecting to make the grand final if we were to make the finals or anything like that. We haven't played finals for ages. No one's really experienced in finals besides Tex, Laird, Brodie Smith if he plays, guys like that. But I guess we'll see. Ashton, I've got Cameron, and after this week, the run gets very tough. Who's the options for trades? I think Grundy's a great trade. I know he's expensive, but he doesn't look like he's going to slow down. He looks like the ruck pig. He's back. We thought he was gone. We didn't think he'd get back to this level, but he's playing fantastic. Doesn't look like top versus bottom, says TJ. Agreed. Dacos being a spud. Moonboy, I'm going to give Mills a chance and just strengthen my bench. I'll give Mills another week, but yeah, wasn't great. Max Hansen, as an Eagles fan, happy with the effort and just in an intent. Just wish we could have kicked another one or two. Oh, Max, how are you going in the Game Day Squad Classic Cup against Monco's Minions? Do you know what he's on? Do you know how you're going? I don't know if you can check scores, but how are you going with the round? Gold Coast supporter here, never played a final, says Moonboy. Max says there were some tough set shots, to be fair. Yep, G. Bales, what are you on, / how many left to play? I'll go through that later, G. I haven't even looked at my score yet, but we'll see after, so stay tuned. Need Job to kick 7. That would be ideal, says Limits. DJ, good things with the Crows is there is some pressure on spots, so I don't think anyone can get complacent. Petley back in this week. Max says, What are we questioning there, Max? I'm not sure what there. But let's go through the scores for the first quarter anyway. So what do we got? So Jack Williams is top scoring. Don't think we had that on our bingo card pre-game. Good start for him. Brady Hoff, 34. Josh Dacos, good start for him, 34 with 11 disposals. Ed Allen, 33. I've got him in draft, which is nice. Baker, 30. Duggan, 29. Cameron, 29. Solid start for Darcy Cameron. Nick Dacos, 25. That really should have been a bigger quarter. I know 25 is a pass, but was looking like a 40, 45-point quarter the way he started. He was on 27, came to the bench, had half a quarter to go, and came on, gave 2 free kicks away, and yep. So Ned Long, 22. That's okay. Obviously, it'd be better if he's on more, but 22's not too bad. 90% Tog's nice, but he'll probably have like a 60% Tog next quarter. Tom McCarthy on 20. He was a bit quiet late in the quarter, but 20 still for a rookie is good. What do we got? Jack Graham, 20. Chris, 20. Houston just isn't a fantasy option, is he? Just not getting it done. By Allen, 14. Lipinski, 13. Clayhall, 13. Hewitt, 12. Marrick on 9. Perryman, 8. Tim Kelly's on 6. 3 handballs. That's disappointing. And West on 2, Shanahan on 2. So, yeah, obviously they haven't got huge amount of it. But, yeah, obviously Josh Dacos is obviously the big winner from the first quarter, along with probably Darcy Cameron. They're probably the two standouts to start the game. G. What a tease. Sorry, mate. I don't want to look at it until this game's finished. That's probably why. We do have over 80 watching, so appreciate everyone tuning in on a Saturday night. Make sure you guys do smash a like on the video. The quicker the likes get up, the better the algorithm stuff works for us. So if you can help us out and smash a like, it takes 2 seconds of your time. Just click like, and you've helped us out a whole bunch. So if you can do that, that would be very much appreciated. And there's one there, like they missed a +6 for Nick Dacos. That could have been he could have easily been on 40. Max Hansen, he was 551 after Thursday, 910 something after Thursday, but he's dropped out of the top 20 today. Oh, okay, yeah. So you're talking about Monco's Minions. He was 551 after Thursday, 910 after something, but he's dropped out of the top 20. Okay, fair enough. How's your team going, Max? How's your team going with Game Day Squad? Jam says, "Sup, man? Sorry I couldn't make it last night, but I'm ready for tonight with Jacos, Ned Long, McCarthy, and Hewitt on field." Yeah, mate, all good. All good if you're here tonight. That's all that matters. Limits, did you watch any of the West Indies test? No, I haven't had a chance. No, unfortunately. So, any late adjustments for anything here? Doesn't look like it. Looks like Ned Long's starting on the bench because you got side bottom. He's got a bit of a cut on it. It looks like a cut on his head. Side bottom, Pendles and Nick Dacos in the midfield to start the quarters. I think Ned Long's starting on the bench, which is no shocker because he has 90% in the first quarter. Now it's his rest. If the Crows weren't there, what team would you go for, says Darkness? It's a good question. Well, part of me says if they weren't there and Port Adelaide was the only Adelaide team, I'd probably say Port. But if you're just saying hypothetically, if it was not who's your second team, probably West Coast, to be fair, because I love going over to Perth. So if I was living here, else would be Perth, and I'd go for West Coast. So Shamar Joseph's a very good cricketer, says Limits. Yes, he is, mate. Yep. I think 1,800 will be a good score this week, says Chris. Yeah, it might be. Yep. Oh, Max, you're spamming the chat, mate. I know people will get disappointed if you're doing that. I know you just said sorry there, but all good. If it was just a mistake, it's all good. And my check kicks the first goal of the second quarter. So Collingwood back to level again. Up to 48 likes as well. So you guys have done very, very well. Appreciate the likes. So a couple more and we get to 50 already. But if you guys can keep smashing the likes up, help with the algorithm, everything, that'd be fantastic. Why didn't Shamar Joseph get picked in the BBL, says Will? Oh, don't get me started on the BBL. I love watching the BBL in the summer, but I could go on a rant for a long, long time about the BBL. I really could. It's the comp as a whole just annoys me in general. Like, I know it's hard, but why can't we delay the start of the season a couple of weeks to like after Christmas? Because then you get the test players for a lot of the team. I don't know why they can't schedule the next lot of tests in like the February, March area, like a little bit later. So then the test players can play in the Big Bash. Like, that's the thing that makes the IPL so good, is that the Indian players can all play for franchises, which makes it exciting. Because like Indian players, obviously, here's McCarthy, get the handball away. But like the Indian fans, obviously, they adore Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. There's Josh Dacos with a kick. Jasprit Bumrah. All these guys, they just adore them. And like we do, is we love our Australian cricketers as well. And it would make the BBL so much better if they scheduled it a couple of weeks after, got all the Australian test players playing. And then also, instead of only allowing 3 international players, make it 4. Like only 3 international players, and then some players only being available for 2 games and stuff. That's what, again, hurts. So I think Charlie West just kicked his first goal, by the way, while I was chatting there. So Charlie West with his first goal in footy. Love to hear that West Coast are the best AFL football team, says Limits. Max Hansen, I'm going to focus to watch the match, but I'll join the stream again at halftime. All good, mate. All good. Catch you then. Yeah, my bad. I accidentally leaned on it, says Max. All good, mate. What's XP for? I'm not sure. I think it's just something to do with what YouTube trying to do. I'm not sure. Susan, as people are saying, the Super Chat GOAT. Appreciate the Super Chat there, Susan. Hey, Buzz, let's hope this game is a better one for us all. So make that $88. So we're $12 away from that $100 goal. So I might have to look at me doing a shot if we get $12 more. I'm only doing one shot. It's only one. So I don't think if we get 200 or anything like that, I'll do 2 shots. It'll just be the one. There's McCarthy with a kick. I think Nick Dacos got a handball as well. Ian Goodall. Yes, I remember growing up and going to an Adelaide Test on Australia Day. The pitches age better with the summer sun in January and February. There's Darcy Moore. Good mark there. Gives the handball off. There's Nick Dacos with a handball. He's probably going to get it back here. Yep. Nick gets the handball. He'll probably get a third disposal in this chain from Crisp. No, Crisp ignores him. Jeez, that's... Don't know why you do that. He's a good kick, though, to Sullivan, but... Any idea when AFLW Fantasy opens Bales, says Brisbane Bloods. Not sure, exactly. And there's Nick. Oh, they were going for him. He would have had a shot and go, and he dropped the mark. Come on, Nick. He's leaving so many points on the table. There's Quainer. Goes short to Josh Dacos. Josh Dacos +6 coming up. Josh Dacos had a good start to the game. Might go back to him here. Pendles, go back to Josh Dacos. Don't point long, mate. You've got Josh Dacos short. And he goes long to a contest. I sometimes don't understand when players do this. When they go long to a contest, when they've got players free short. Like, just go short. Take the short option. The Perth test is on my birthday, so I can't wait for that, says Limits. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Ashes in the summer. Obviously, I'd much prefer the footy, but yes. Josh Dacos up to 43. Very, very good start for Josh Dacos there. Nick Dacos up to 31. Darcy Cameron 31 as well. McCarthy 25. So good start for those guys. Obviously, Ned Long started on the bench this quarter. And there's Katafi with a $15 super chat. Thank you, mate. Thanks for the content and live streams. Thank you very much, mate. It is shot time. So... Do we do it at halftime? Actually, we'll do it at halftime, I think. We'll do it at halftime. But appreciate the super chats. I didn't actually think we were going to get anywhere near the goal. But you guys have smashed it. Obviously, thank you to Castle Richards, Susan, and Katafi there. If you'd like to leave a super chat, though, to keep it going and see how far we can get it tonight, that'd be fantastic. But yes, appreciate the super chats coming in. It's very much appreciated. You guys are making it possible to make it a full-time gig, so appreciate everyone doing that. We're up to 50 likes as well, so likes are coming in thick and fast as well. So if you haven't liked it, make sure you do smash a like. If you are new and have only just stumbled upon the Fantasy Fanatics YouTube channel, then make sure you do subscribe. We do have daily content on the channel. We've got plenty of AFL Fantasy stuff. We've got AFLW Fantasy probably starting maybe within 4 weeks or within a few weeks maybe, depending on when it opens and everything. So yes, appreciate super chats, likes, comments, everything, all you guys just tuning in on a Saturday night. It's very much appreciated. I think Nick Dacos has just gone to the bench. Ned Long is on. There's Darcy Cameron with a clearance. So he gets the kick there. There's McCarthy. McCarthy with a kick. That's a great kick. I know that got spoiled away by Perryman, but he looks really comfortable at the level, McCarthy. I put the C on the wrong Dacos, says Moonboy. Yeah, I did as well. Red lighting, Mills to a rookie and bring my rookie back onto the field in McCarthy. After 2 weeks having it all off, they upgrade all of the mid-prices, crap Pemos to real ones. Like you could. The only thing is that we know that rookies after in a week or two might just drop a bad score. I'd still prefer to have McCarthy looping with like a Mills. You've got that safety net that you can loop a Mills or whoever. There's a Josh Dacos with a handball. Like you can loop a couple of players. So you can loop so for example, if you've got McCarthy in your utility, you can actually loop a mid and a defender, and you can. There's Josh Dacos forward, and he's taking the mark, and he's playing on the left. Why would you do that? Why would he do that? I don't know if it was called play on. Maybe it was called play on. I'm assuming it was called play on. There was no way that he would have been called to play. He would have played on. McCarthy kick in anyway, and we'll take the Josh Dacos extra points. But I was surprised. That should have been paid a mark though. I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was Josh being silly thinking it was play on. There's a Darcy Cameron with a kick. So Darcy Cameron looks to be going along pretty solidly with his scoring. Should be holding the ball. Lipinski free kick. Good super chats tonight, says Moon Boy. Yes, no, very much appreciated. My rank's coming up, says Will. Do you know Cardman22 by any chance, says Max? I know of him. I don't know him personally, though. I'm subscribed to him, says Will. Yeah, I don't know him personally, but I do know of him. It was a mark, says Limits. Yeah, that's surprising he played on then, if that's the case. Yeah, very surprising. Let's refresh these scores again. Yeah, Josh Dacos up to 49. Love to see it. Still 15 minutes to go in the quarter as well. And there's a goal for Lipinski. So that should mean Nick Dacos comes back on. McCarthy up to 31 as well. That's good to see. Where's Ned Long? Ned Long 22. That's not bad. If he could just get going a little bit, then we might be looking like we're in a decent spot. Most people are doing the job. I know Hewitt and Bo Allen and a few of the rookies aren't doing a huge amount. But as long as our premiums get the job done, I guess that's the main thing. Just need Nick to get going. But Josh Dacos has obviously had a very, very good start. So very happy with the way that he has started. No, I meant it was called Play On, says Limits. Okay. Yep, fair enough. Okay, it was called Play On. Yeah, Nick Dacos back on. Watching both, says Will. Grover. Hey, Bales, hope your fancy weekend is going well. Thoughts on getting rid of Sheasel? No, I'm holding. I know it was an awful score today. That should be a free kick for Josh Dacos. Don't get how that's not a free kick. That's a tackle for Ned Long and a free kick for holding the ball. Josh Dacos got a handball there. So we'll take that. Here's Charlie West. Got the handball. Missed his target, but there's Ned Long in the middle that's free. Can't quite get anything there, Ned Long. No, nothing for Ned Long there. Was they just an off game, or is it more of what's to come from him? Also, Roberts probably should trade. Yeah, Roberts can go, Grover, with Mills and others back. Yes, Roberts can go. Roberts is more on a wing of late. That'll be holding the ball against Crisp. Yeah, Roberts has got to go. In terms of Sheasel, it was more forward than the roaming around that he's been doing. And look what happened in North Melbourne. I know that, and again, Kane Corns is probably a big reason why they've done this as well. Like, I know that teams shouldn't listen to outside noise, but there's Josh Dacos handball. There's a side bottom handball as well. But I think they had a massive part in it, which is disappointing. Lipinski's free short, and then Josh Dacos is free. Oh, that's an awful disposal. I don't know what happened there. I took my eyes away, and West Coast have got the ball. That should be holding the ball. He had a chance to get rid of it. No. And he went in the CBAs in the last quarter, but it didn't matter. Like, it was too little too late. Like, he's just wasted when he's just deep forward the whole game. Like, they want him using the ball going inside 50. Like, get him around the midfield or get him up as the fourth midfield. I don't know why they're doing this whole him playing a heap of deep forward. It's wasting him. That's well done by Ryan there. Good handball. There's a tackle for Josh Dacos. We love to see it. Josh Dacos going to get got the handball just away. There's Nick with a handball to Darcy Cameron with a handball. Ned Long with a handball. Here goes Nick. Nick with another handball. I don't know if Nick got a free kick. No. Shannon Barron, I've had 12 players play so far and only 1 ton, which was a 120 from Rosie. Yeah, it's been an absolute shocker this week, Shannon, unfortunately, for a lot of people. Oh, they had Nick Dacos short and they went to West instead. How's that not a free kick? He's got his arms chopped. Umpiring's been pretty questionable the last 5 minutes. They've missed a lot of these disposals. And then, bloody, who's that? Brady Hoff, you idiot. completely just ignores McCarthy for a short kick. God love when these players deliberately ignore players that we've got. Let's do a bit of a refresh. Josh Dacos, 59. Wow, what a start he's made. Darcy Cameron doing his thing as well. Still got 12 minutes in the quarter. This is a big score for him so far. Trade in Lipinski, says Gene. Yes, so he started very nicely. There's Nick Dacos with the handball. Gives it to Hoskin Elliott. So Nick Dacos, another disposal. Good mark there by Tim Membry. That's Brock there. There's Baker. I got scared with everyone going Nick Dacos didn't have the balls to VC Josh's limits. Yeah, Josh does only had one score over 120 this year. That's the reason I didn't worry about going him this week. There's Job Shanahan with a +6. Trying to find Hoff. There's McCarthy. And again, they ignore McCarthy and they go to Marek instead. Like, what is with them ignoring McCarthy at the moment? Like, he's been free on 3 or 4 occasions and they can continue to ignore him. That'll be a free kick for Reed. No, I don't know if Cripps took the advantage or not, but it's a mark to Perryman anyway. Have you seen the F1 movie yet, Bale, says Will? There's a +6 for Nick Dacos. Love to see it. No, I haven't seen the F1 movie yet, Will, but I'm very keen to watch it. I'm also keen to watch the 28 years later. There's Nick Dacos with another kick. Goes short to Ned Long. Ned Long handball, gives it back to Nick, who doesn't get a disposal away there. He fumbled it away. But Ned Long still +5. Oh, Darcy Moore, that's not a good handball. He's trying to go to Josh Dacos, and it cost them. Goal for Liam Ryan. I'd wait a week on Witt, as he might not even place his limits. I'd agree. Grover, yeah, Roberts 45 this week's hurting my cash and overall score. Go to Whitfield next week or break even too high. Has 2 good matchups with West Coast and the Cats. I don't think there's a chance Whitfield doesn't play next week, so I wouldn't go him next week, but the week after he'd be a good target. And if he doesn't play next week, then maybe the week after. Is Dacos getting tag X's weary? Hoff is trying to run with him, but he's not being able to run with him at the moment. VC the wrong Dacos as Will. Yep. Massive from Job says limits. Jason Welch, what's your thoughts on Roberts to Kadeen Coleman? No, not for me. I don't even know if Kadeen Coleman will be back anytime soon with that injury. Flying Cow, what score are we taking from Nick? Anything over 120 would be great. I'm probably still, if he goes like 110, 115, I'll probably still take it, but hopefully it's more. He is on 46 at the moment, and he's already been to the bench this quarter, so he should play the remainder of the quarter. If he can get himself to 60, 65, here you go. Here's Brockman. Don't know if that'll be a tackle for Josh Dacos, but he did really well there to affect that. And now Quayne is taking kick-ins. It's disappointing. I wish they'd leave Josh with the kick-ins, but they're liking to spread it around at the moment. Good mark there from Boy Allen. Is that... No, I thought that might have been McCarthy. It's Duggan. I think McCarthy's on the other side. There's a McStay. Good intercept mark from Dan McStay there. If he goes out on the other side, Nick's leading. He's going to Houston. Handballs inside to Ned Long. Ned Long handball to Nick Dacos. Nick Dacos handball to Ed Allen. Good tackle there from Clay Hall. Not a great handball from Nick. He waited too long. Is this on +7, says Darkness? I'm not sure. I don't think it is. I think the Saturday games are all on KO, if I'm not mistaken. So where do I go for a team review? Do I just send a message to you and get the code? Yes, yep. Early in the week, you send me a message and I'll give you a code. There's probably no point now. It's Saturday. You might as well wait until the round's done, because obviously I couldn't give you the full information if you do it then. So message me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whenever next week, and I'll give you a code for your team review. So you get one per week as well with the Patreon. Grover says they'll be taking 110 plus. Yeah, I'm still probably around the 110 plus, We see what happens if you take it on, that sometimes your players might not get it done the week after. McStay going back with a flight. He's knocked everyone over. This can be another goal for West Coast. Yep, Brockman, another goal for West Coast. Back to a 3-point game. Especially with how premiums are performing, I'd be happy with the 110s as limits. Corey Bladage, Nick Dacos and Dawson don't own in fantasy, so captain is on Nasiah. Yep, if you don't own them, I like Nasiah still. Who did you visa? Regret not getting Josh in, says Christian. On direct message, that is, says Will. Yes, yep, on direct message on the Patreon. Just directly message me and I'll give you the code. So, yeah, Josh Dacos, 63. Wow, good start for him. Nick Dacos, 48 is good. What do we got? Ned Long's 35. He's getting there. He'll probably go to the bench in a few minutes, though, to end the quarter. Where's... There was one other person I was looking for, wasn't there? Oh, McCarthy, 31. Okay, so at least all 4 of my players are on over 30, which is good. It'd be good if McCarthy gets a little bit more, Ned Long gets over 40, and we'd probably say that's a tick for the first half. Ideally, from here, and Ned Long's given the free kick away. And that's that stuff, shit like that isn't going to help. That's the third holding free kick that my player's given away tonight, or our player's given away tonight. Good mark by Job Shanahan there. That's 3 tonight. 3 that players have done, and it's just crap. It's just a little shitty hold. So annoying. Naz guaranteed 110 plus. I wouldn't say that, Will, but he's a good option. I'm seeing the F1 movie on Tuesday with mates. I'll let you know how it is. My mate who has seen it said it's 9 out of 10. I expect to be good. I think it'll be really good. So looking forward to seeing that probably in a couple of weeks when I get time to go see it. So Job Shanahan for his first goal, straight through the middle. There you go. His first goal in footy. Good for the young fella. I think he's going to be a really good player for West Coast. I really should have. I don't know if I put it in a multi, but I really should have had Job Shanahan and West to kick a goal. It's just more often than not, first gamers kick a goal in their first game, especially if they're forward. Regret not getting Josh. I said that before from Christian. So we are all caught up from the chat. Up to 55 likes as well. So if you haven't smashed a like on it yet, make sure that you do. Keep smashing those likes. Help with the algorithm if you can. That would be fantastic. Subscribe if you haven't already as well. And if you'd like to put in a super chat, then feel free. We have hit our super chat goal for tonight already. If you'd like to just a little bit extra on top and then help us out, that'd be very, very much appreciated. Nick from getting held no free, then Nick holding Hoff -3. Moonboy Shanahan came in for me tonight. Yeah, part of me wishes I got Alga last week. I wish I bloody got. There's Ned Long with a kick. Wait, is Nick Dacos on the bench again? Didn't Nick Dacos come off already? That's his second bench stint for the quarter. Here's McCarthy handball receive. It's a really nice kick. That is a really good kick. Looking a really good play. Here's Bowen. So obviously West Coast are in front now as well, by the way. And Hutchinson, that's a great kick to Hoff. He dropped the mark though. Here's Graham. Gives to Tim Kelly. Should finish from here. And he's got it. Another goal to West Coast. What is going on? West Coast up by 10. Who do you think will win, says Darkness? I'll tell you what. I still think Collingwood are going to win, but last 10 minutes, 4 goals, 1 to no score. West Coast are on top. I went West, says Will. McCarthy's better than Reid. I think so. What a start for West Coast. Like, Collingwood kicked out to a couple of goals in front. You probably thought that was the start of them going away, but West Coast have come right back and they're in front by 10. I tipped the Eagles, says Redlining. Fair enough. The Money Man says, what's the score now? West Coast are up by 10, 43 to 33. So, 34 to 43. So, sorry, 9 points. Sorry, 9 points, I should say. Not 10, 9 points. Nick Dacos is back on. He probably was off for like 1 minute. I don't know why he went off for another bench stint, but fair enough. Darcy Cameron with a kick. Gets the clearance. Lipinski free kick. No, it's going against him. Okay, interesting. Duggan free kick. There's Hewitt for a +6 if anyone's got Elijah Hewitt in their team. First rest for Dacos didn't come off early, just wasn't in the CBA, says Phoenix Rising. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, maybe I didn't see it. McCarthy already best player on their team comes in halfway through the season, says Will. Long on the bench, says Will. Yeah, no surprise. Long starts on the bench and went to the bench again. So hopefully comes on with a few minutes to go. But Long is someone that if he doesn't put up a good score this week, he's going to be gone for me. I was very tempted to trade him out on his bye. I probably should have. And been aggressive. He wasn't a top 8. I should have just got the upgrade. But I reckon Pies will overrun them in the second half as well. I guess we'll find out. Actually, if I didn't trade Ned Long, I would still have a rookie on field. So that's fine. What did Foss score today? I didn't even see what Foss scored. What did he end up scoring? Because I went Mills to him. So him up to Mills. There's a McCarthy with a handball. Local bad teams start well and get overrun. 38 for Foss. Okay, well, yeah, very, very happy I traded him then. Even though Mills was bad, I still gained points. And it was the best trades I probably really could have made. Like, my only other option I was really considering was going Bergman and Ned Long. There's Nick Dacos +6. It was, going Ned Long and Miles Bergman to Zach Butters and Noah Anderson. And I would have been disappointed with both those in. So Flanders obviously would have been the pick if I went Sam Flanders over Callum Mills. But really, I wasn't really looking at that. There you go. Both the Dacos brothers are both on 18 disposals for the game. That'll be out of bounds. Great hold with Bergman. Thank you, Will. Yeah, he was a good hold. Very happy. I didn't expect that. He was awful, says Castle Richards. Who are you talking about there? Are you talking about Foss? Yeah, Foss wasn't great. So I didn't miss out on too much, which is fine. There you go. Nick Dacos up to 54 as well. Still got just under 5 minutes. So plenty of time. I think that's going to be 50, which is going to be frustrating because that would have been potentially +6 for Josh Dacos. Even though I'm very happy with Josh Dacos, even if he was to score nothing in the last 5 minutes. But I'd like to think he can get a little bit of the ball. No, Dustin Moore's going long. Long 35, not bad. I'm hoping he comes on with a couple minutes to go and can get himself to a 40. Pinsky tackled. Up to 56 likes as well, so appreciate all legends that have done that already. Obviously, we're trying to go to 100, and the quicker we get the likes up, the better it is for algorithm stuff. So if you can help us out with that, that'd be very, very much appreciated. There's Graham. That's holding the ball, isn't it? Yep. Side bottom free kick. Side bottom lining up for goal. Membry coming to the bench. I wonder if Long's going to come on now. I have a lot of money on the Eagles, and my cook says, Jonathan, don't know if you cooked, but obviously I wouldn't expect West Coast to win, but they've been better to start the game for sure. Just be interesting to see how they go from here. So yeah, Dust Cam 47, Nick 54. Only a few players over 50 so far. Actually, what's McCarthy? McCarthy'd be McCarthy 36. That's okay. Ned Long 35. Yeah, if McCarthy and Long can just get a little bit more of the ball and get up there, that'd be handy. The Dacos brothers are doing their thing. McCarthy getting the kick in, which is good, and he plays on, which is fantastic. So he might get it back here. No, Clay Hall ignored him. Get the kick in, though, which is good still, at least. Oh, Nick could be on here. Sidebone, give it to Nick. Give it to Nick. Well, you just completely ignored him and ran away from him. And you ran yourself into trouble. Do you know when Jordy's next gig is in Adelaide, Bales? Says Will. I'm not sure exactly. You have to ask. You have to ask tomorrow night. Jordy will be on with us tomorrow night. So comment in the chat and ask Jordy, and he'll let you know. Bales means the like button on YouTube, not the chat, says Bogues. Yes, yeah, no, sorry, the like on the actual stream video, not the emoji like. So we got 57 likes. So if you can like the stream, not the emoji thing. The emoji thing, it doesn't actually do anything. Darcy Cameron, intercept mark. No, Nick and Josh aren't leading for any little kicks. Oh, there's Pendles. Nick's free. Nick's short. Oh, what are you doing, man? And you're going out to Perryman. Like, we don't care about Perryman's stats anymore. Just under 2 minutes to go now as well. Still Will anyway, says Will. No, thank you, mate. Appreciate anything anyway. Appreciate it. There's McCarthy. Yeah, ball up. So we've got minute 35 to go. Tackle from Elijah Hewitt there. Come on. Some late Nick Dacos points would be good. I don't think Ned Long's back on, and he'll probably be on the bench. So he's beat. So again, he had 90% tog. Here's Nick with a kick. No, handball. He might get it back. No, Pendles kicks it instead. Yeah, so disappointing again. So Long had 90% tog in the first quarter, and he started the quarter on the bench for like 5 minutes, and he's now been on the bench twice in the quarter, and he's probably only played about 40% this quarter, so he's going to be right back down in like 70%, which is just a bit stupid. I don't know why Collingwood... What sort of rotation is this when he's on the bench for so much? Like, Josh Dacos should be on for a +6 here. Well, he's not anymore. Darcy Moore took his time. How is Josh Dacos free in acres of space, but yet we're going long? Here's McCarthy again. McCarthy with a kick. Oh, just short for Liam Ryan there. Cover of F1 movie with Brad Pitt's Vice as Will. Ned will definitely be getting used in my trades next week. I think he will as well. I think he's done his job. He's not a top 8 mid, so I think he'll go. Long been on the bench for 7 minutes after starting, like says Castle Riches. I said that at quarter time. I said his first quarters are normally high game time, and his second quarters are just, he does nothing. So like, it's shit. I don't know why they bother doing it. Why not just have 80% both quarters instead of having Darcy Cameron with the clearance, so got the kick away. There's Shanahan, got the handball there. $18 seconds left in the quarter. Ned Gonski says, Will, Josh has been getting a lot of it, but his kicking looks awful. Ned gone for me, says Tony. Yeah, Ned will be gone, I think. Unless he can really salvage it. But even still, I don't want to have a guy that can just has to salvage it all the time. That's a Nick Dacos free kick. It should be anyway. Yep, and Nick Dacos got the tackle, held the arm, and he's going to go for goal. Yeah, he's going to go for goal. There's only like a second left. So he's Nick Dacos, late tackle, free kick, and he's lining up. So he literally had hold of the arm, and that was why he got the free kick in the end. So we'll take it. We'll see if Nick Dacos can unleash a barrel. Let's see. Nick Dacos with the barrel. Nah, not going to score. No, not quite. 56% kicking efficiency for Josh. Yep, there you go. Josh Dacos falling off a bit last 5 minutes. Yeah, I thought he'd get some points late, but he did stay. He's still on. I'm still happy with his first half, though. Best trade for Ned Long next week, says Tony. I'm liking Goulden and Caldwell. I'm thinking Caldwell because he's going to get away from us, and then Goulden because he's probably going to stay a similar price for a few weeks. So, and I just want to see if they tag him moving forward, or it's going to be Heaney. Chera or Long to Josh Dacos, says Tim. At the moment, I think it's Ned Long, Tim. So let's go through the scores at half-time of the game. And the Dacos brothers are top of the tree, which is nice. So Nick Dacos, really good quarter there. Had a 39-point quarter. So he's up to 64 with 20 disposals. Josh Dacos, 63. Didn't really get much of it late in the quarter. But, hey, 63 at halftime I'm still pretty happy with. Pendle, 62. Baker, 60. Sybon at 59. Darcy Cameron on 59 as well. Hutchinson, 58. Hoff, 54. Marrick, 50. Brockman, 50. Duggan, 49. Ed Allen, 46. McCarthy's on 42. Just the one mark. So, really similar to what McKirch was doing with just the one mark. Elijah Hewitt, 42. For any of those people that have got him, that'd be nice. If you got him, Chris, 41. Flynn, 39. Long, 35. 69% game time. So, his game time in that second quarter, what was it? It would have been awful. Like, he was on the bench for the last 10 minutes of the quarter. So, quarter 2, game time. 50%. That's shit. I'm sorry, that's bullshit. Why are you out there if you can only play 50%? And I know he can play more, but that is ridiculous. 35, not great. So it's disappointing, but if that's the case, he'll go. Obviously, depending on Doherty's selection. Anyone else? Shanahan's on 27. Bo Allen's on 28. Clay Hall, 25. Charlie West, 17. It's pretty much about it. So, but yes, obviously very happy with the Nick Dacos and Josh Dacos scores. McCarthy pretty solid as well, the 42. Up to 60 likes as well, so make sure you guys keep smashing the likes on there. That'd be very much appreciated. Would you trade Long to Josh Dacos or is it sideways? No, I think it's fine, Tim. I think it's fine. June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Says, hey, it's me again. John's divorce lawyer. G'day, mate. Hope you're going well. It's been a minute since you've tuned in, mate. Hope you are going well. Nick outscored Josh so far. I did VC the right Dacos, says Will. Nick BOG, now let's go. Weary, has Chera's role changed or just an off game? Bit of a tap. I think it's just an off game. This quarter was so unpredictable, says Darkness. Agreed. No way we'll listen to the Eagles, says John Dvorslight. I guess we'll have to see. Where Mills and Josh Douglas difference between those trade-ins. Yeah, well, Taser was he was originally going Mills, but then changed to Josh Douglas, so he's probably pretty happy at the moment. The score, does anyone know the scores? They've just popped up off the screen. I'll get them up on the app for you. So you've got the scores at halftime. Collingwood 5-5-35 to West Coast 6-7-43. So West Coast by 8 points. Blimp, he's such an impactful player for them. Pretty tough, pretty rough the treatment Long is getting. Agreed. Ashton, Caldwell averaging 116 without those 2 injury games should be a great in. Yep, that's why I'm looking at him. Top 5,000, yes, says Will. Congrats, mate. John Zavorsai says cheers. All good, mate. Do I just call you? Is your name John? Can I just say John? Does that work better? Is that fine? Tim and trade Chera to Goulden or Caldwell. I think I'm still Caldwell. He's got Gold Coast and Richmond, but Goulden is going to be very tempting. Moonboy said, Bales, you forgot. What did I forget, Moonboy? What did I forget? Goulden could get tags as well. That's a good point. Darkness, this call was so unexpected. Yep. UFC tomorrow. Oh yeah, Moonboy. I haven't forgotten, mate. I'm ready for it. So, I'm looking forward to it. Shot bars halftime. Would people rather see me do the shot now or at the end of the game? Actually, I'll do it now. I'll do it now instead of waiting until after the game. What do you think about West, says Tim? Yeah, he's done okay. John says, are we losing? Yes. Yep. Yeah, you lose. It's 35-43, John. So West Coast are leading by 8 points at halftime. Assuming no injuries and Elijah Hewitt gets 70, could I do Foster, Rouston and Hewitt to anyone 840k and under next week? Yeah, you could. Yep. Who do you have in the main event tomorrow, says Castle Riches? I think I got Ilya Taporia. It's going to be a good one, though. I'm not going to discount Charles, though. Charles could win. But I've got Ilya, who's undefeated. He's very, very good. So I've got him there. I've got Pantoja in the co-main as well. I would love to see Kai win. I do like Pantoja as well, but obviously Kai is New Zealand, so I'd like to see him win. I just don't think he's going to get it done, unfortunately. But hey, I'd like him to get it done. It'd be good. So you watching WWE tomorrow, says Tim. No, I'm not a WWE fan. Blimp, yeah, give the shot time to marinate in the second half. Yep, fair enough. McCarthy, 37% ownership, or is it more? Thought it'd be 99%. That's just because there are a lot of inactive teams, so it'd be 100% the top 100 and top 1,000. So, Bogues 11, Bales, why do you use the AFL stats and not fan footy or other sites that give stats with the scores? Just because of the way that I've got it laid out. I'll probably change the layout for next season with watch-alongs, but just for the time being, just because it's easier. Probably don't really have time to fiddle around with a completely new layout at the moment. Hoping for Kai to win the co-main, says Castle Riches. I'd like Kai to win, but I don't know if he's going to. Need some Bales JD rage for the second half, says Dave Jones. We're going okay, so it's not. Don't think rage needs to be there at the moment, but yeah, I guess we'll see. John says, if we lose this, I'm going to be so pissed. You obviously wouldn't want to lose to West Coast. I guess that they need to stop leaving Ned Long on the bench for 50% of the quarter, and they might be a little bit better. Stu, some people just play for fun and think, who the hell is McCarthy? Aussie Vince Cube says, had Chera Butters and Sheasel, and all counted because I only have 18. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of people, unfortunately, this week. They're going to have some bad scores counting. So, alrighty, well, I'm going to go get the shot. And I'll be back in a sec, so I'll just go get that, and we'll be back soon. We've got it again. My God. Part of me wonders why I keep saying, if we hit a super chat goal, because I keep thinking we're not going to get it done, but then I've keep got to do this. So yeah. Oh well. Rod, 64 likes. If you haven't, Will says, here we go. If you haven't liked the video yet, and not the emoji things on the side, if you haven't liked the actual stream itself, Make sure you do smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. We'll be doing it in a shot. We'll see if I can handle it as good as the last one. Geez, that's a big shot. Far out. Might have put too much in there, but oh well. I guess $100 is probably worth a bigger shot, but I'm only doing the one. I'm not making this a habit. I don't want this to be a thing, so I'll just quickly go through the chat before I do. We'll build it up. I thought you weren't making shots a thing, Bales, says Jam. No, I wasn't, but because normally I would say, if we get enough super chats, I'll do a watch long tomorrow, but I'm out the UFC and that, so I thought, well, if people really want to do it, then they can. I didn't actually think it would happen. So people were turning me into an alcoholic. Yeah, what's Nina doing on the bench, says John. I'm not sure. Would you have Nina Morris in your team this year? Probably not fantasy-wise, unless she's a forward. But I don't think she will be. Stu, from the bottle bales, don't trick us with apple juice. It's not apple juice. Trust me. It is not. Do you like pork belly bites? No, I haven't really had them, but probably not something I would be that into, I don't think. Sean Wendell's McCarthy M8 an option. I think it's a loop still. I'd rather loop him, but you're a good sport, Bales. Legend. Thanks, mate. Don't go against your own fans, Bales. We know how to get the job done. Who do you reckon's going to win, says John. I still think Collingwood will win. Having McCarthy on field is like having a premium on field, says Lee Everett. It is, yep. He's getting it. He gets it done. And he's going okay. 42 is solid. Any late updates at all? Doesn't look like it. And then Long's on 35 as well. Alrighty. Okay, all right, let's... Any other chats here? Nope, people want to see me do the shop. That's okay. Okay, all right, here we go. I'll have this now. Ooh. That was a rough one. Because it was a bigger one. Had to have it in like two like sort of mouthfuls. Normally, like obviously people know if you have a shot, you gotta down the whole one. Oh, I still think I wasn't too bad there, but yeah, when you gotta have two swallows. Let me have a look on the stream. I'll watch myself. Oh no, I wasn't too bad. No. Again, I don't always love to critique myself, but I didn't think it was too bad. Yeah. But yeah, that was a bigger shot. So there you go. Appreciate the super chats there from Castle Riches, Susan, and the third one was who's the third one from again? Was a different username. Maybe it was a regular. I'm not sure. Someone that's Katafi. That's right. Not sure if Katafi's a new user or not, but appreciate everyone that's tuning in regardless. But I appreciate, yes, Castle Riches, Susan, and Katafi for their super chats. If anyone wants to leave another super chat to sort of almost thank me for taking a shot, then feel free. But yeah, appreciate the super chats there, and yeah, very much appreciated. Let me go. So live chat. Just want to sort this out again. Don't know why live chat's being a bit weird now. It's not showing up properly again. Here we go. Good stuff, mate, says Blimp. Well done, Buzz says, well, thanks, guys. Buzz levering for the fans, says Max. Max, I'm in GDS, I'm 235th with 1,082, but that's with 9 bronze and 2 silver. Still got 4 platinum, 1 silver, and 6 bronze to play. Doubt I'll win Classic Cup. I guess you'll see, Max. There's obviously some rough scores for St Pill this week, so you might be able to get it done. Todd Gray missed a game last night, legend. Is Goulden back? Been a long hold for a few drafts and keepers. Yes, he was, mate. Looked fantastic last night. So he is well and truly back. I think he's an option. Tim Ashworth, Jurassic Park this week. There you go. There you go. I'm probably not going to see it. Haven't been a huge Jurassic Park person, but Blimp 23. McRae versus Jackson, the forward line. Who do you like more rest of season? That's a really hard question. If Jackson maintains the number one ruck role even with Darcy in the team, if like Darcy plays 50% and he's still playing a lot of the ruck, I'll say him. But if it flips to more of the 50-50 split, then I'd say McRae. But I think both will be around the mix. Why are you doing the shots, says John. So at the start of the stream, I said if we hit $100 worth of super chats, I'd do a shot. Didn't think we'd hit it, and unfortunately unfortunately, but then fortunately for everyone to see it, we hit the $100. We had Castle Richards donate 80, Katafi 15, and Susan 8. So we hit the $100. So appreciate those the people that donated with the super chats, but that's why we did the shots. Still had Luke covered, says David Jones. Thanks, mate. Stu, forget the shots. Next challenge is a ghost chili. Oh, nah. I don't know if I'd... Like, at least shots I don't love, but I can handle. Ghost chili would be... Nah, that would be stream. I'd probably have to finish the stream. I don't think I'd do that. Would you keep Long over Chera? Tim, I said before I'd trade probably Long over Chera. I wouldn't be trading Chera, I don't think. Phoenix Rising, do you know how much Liddy will be after lockout? Planning my trades already. We can have a look at the price changes or rough price changes. Any late adjustments? Doesn't look like it. I'll go to Mirror's Magic. I don't think Liddy's on the Mirror's Magic projector. Damn, have I got to log in? Yeah, I think I've got to log in. So what I'll do, I'll just take that away. Just don't want people seeing my password, whatever. So, cool. Alrighty. I don't think Liddy's in here though. No, he's not. That's disappointing. It would have been good. What was Rouston's price? So Rouston's, break it was minus 23. Well, let's say if he scored a 50, about the same. Says Rouston goes up 60k. So maybe Liddy goes up about 60k, 60, 70k, I'd say. So I think he'll be priced at what? What's that? 60, 70k. What is he now? He was 290 something, wasn't he? 296. Let me have a look. We're up to 67 likes as well. So if you haven't smashed a like on the video, not the the emoji thing, the video, then make sure you do that if you can. That'd be fantastic if you could help us out. Where are we? Liddy is priced at 296. So if he scored a 50, it says he got roughly 50k. So he'll go about 60k. So he'll be about 356k, roughly. So that's what we're looking at. Thank you, Susan. Appreciate another super chat there. That deserves another super chat. You're a good sport, Bals. Thank you, Susan. Appreciate the super chat very, very much. Big mistake, says John. Yeah, no, it probably is. Yep. Where are we? Todd Gray, Bales, what is your sit on Chad Warner? He's in my midfield and thinking of booting him as he's just so meh. I didn't think he was too... 89 obviously isn't amazing, but as a forward, it's not too bad. His CBAs actually went back up again. What was that? What was the number of them? We're about to start second half as well, by the way. Yeah, so he was up at 20, which is only behind Heaney and Jordan. So Rowbottoms took a little bit of a decrease. Mills obviously didn't have any. There's a Ned Long tackle. That he dropped the ball there. That should be holding the ball. Yeah, holding the ball for Ned Long. Good start to the quarter, Ned. It's exactly what we needed. Ned Long short kick to Nick Dacos. +6 for Nick coming up. Good start the quarter. Yeah, so it was so Chad Warner went up, which is good, which is what we want to see. If he's going to continue with that role instead of more forward, then I think he's going to be still a solid pick, and we'll see some tons come in the next few weeks. Perryman. I don't know why you're handballing to Charlie Dean for when you had Ned Long. It's out in the full, I reckon. No, it's on the ball. Doesn't matter. Dropping the Patreon Cup, says Tim. Oh, yeah, you might have dropped, but yeah, hopefully still hang in there. Josh Dagos or Green, says Tim. I'm not sure. I'll have to answer that tomorrow. Dinner tonight, Bale, says Moonboy. I think I've just got a pie and a sausage roll, I reckon. It's just a couple of easy things. Some of the cup of soup as well. There's Tom McCarthy with a kick as well. So nothing too exciting, but yeah, we had Hungry Jacks for dinner last night. So yeah, didn't want to get takeaway again. So, and because I'm streaming, just something a bit easier. Or I could reheat some butter chicken. So heat up frozen meal butter chicken maybe. So we'll see what we do. Liddy 61k change up 357. There you go, 61k. So yeah, I was almost bang on. There's Ned Long with a kick. So Ned Long's had a decent start to the quarter. I know it's gone out of bounds, but that's fine. McCarthy short for a +6. Yep. Oh, piss off, you stupid umpire. Who gives a shit if he hasn't gone behind his mark, you wanker? Who cares? And now McCarthy's not going to get the +6. Unbelievable. Got 61k for next week, says Tim. Cheers for that, BAILSDT fees rising. All good, mate. I got 503k, Tim says Will. Yes, Ned. Yes, Nick, as Moonboy. Todd Gray, not sure of this fact, if this fact is into Whitfield, but his next game is his 250th. Would they fly into Perth for the Eagles or just hold him for a home milestone? Maybe a home milestone, but it just depends if he's ready to play. Do you live on your own, says Tim? No, still at home with Mum at the moment. At some point, I'll end up moving out. But yeah, just at the moment, it's good here. So Nick Dacos up to 70. Josh Dacos obviously hasn't touched it yet this quarter. Is Josh Dacos staying on the bench? Ned Long, 46 as well. So good start for him. Obviously, Tom McCarthy should have got a +6, but is out in the full -3 or 0? No, it doesn't matter, Flying Cow. Even if it goes out in the full, it's still 3 points for the kick. It's not free kick against, which I've always found odd. But hey, I'll take it, especially if my players kick it out in the full. Yeah, Josh on the bench is double dummy. I don't know why Josh Dacos is starting on the bench, but it's an interesting call. I don't know why we've got the camera on a shoe. That's deliberate. That is as deliberate as you can get. From how I don't know if McCarthy got a disposal there, but Darcy Cameron without a shoe. There you go. There's Tim Kelly. Snap, and it's behind. When's it starting? He says done. It's already started. 17 minutes, 3 seconds left in the third quarter. Marek, old rollback, says Will. Nah, still been playing mostly on a wing. John, I reckon it will be a surprisingly close game, but Eagles will win by point or goal. I think that's you trying to reverse Moz it there, John. I know you're a Collingwood fan, so I guess we'll see, though. There's Ned Long. Got the handball away. No, the piss off, you stupid umpire. He got the handball away. God, these umpires are shit. Every single game, every single week, they are just shit. Ned Long clearly got a handball at the very end, and they go, nah, you threw it. Idiots. If Elliott takes the mark, Nick Dacos could be on for a little plus. Nick Dacos could be on here. No, they're going to go longer. McStay, that's a good grab. There's Sullivan. Oh, geez, that's going to go to Lipinski. He should get it. Should be a goal. Yeah, Collingwood goal. Made hard work of it, but it's a goal. Yeah, so Ned Long going to go straight back down. So he's back at 43 again after making a good start. McCarthy at 48, those nice. Marek's, I didn't actually realise Marek's on 74. He's top scoring for the game. That's come out of nowhere. Yeah, Ned Long 43. So at least, yeah, everyone's over 43 now. I just need Ned Long to get to a good score. If McCarthy can keep doing his thing. And yeah, Nick Dacos and Josh Dacos hopefully keep doing that. Actually, I didn't check my multi, actually, how that was tracking for the first half. How was that tracking? Because I got a multi earlier today. So I had my $10 that I got from last night. Split it into 5 $2 bets. So I had Ed Allen for 15. He's on 11 for needed. Lipinski for 15. He's had 11. Jack Chris for 15. He's had that. Houston for 15. He's had 11. Cameron for 15 needs one more. Duggan for 15 and needs one more. Graham for 15. He needs 5 more. Harley Reid for 15. He's got 11. Ned Long for 20. He needs 7 more. Here's Nick Dacos with a free kick. And he gets a kick and he kicks it to Darcy Cameron, who's lining up for goal. Ned Long for 20, he's got 13. McCarthy for 20, he's got 16. Josh Dagos for 25, he's got 18. And Nick Dagos for 30, he's got 21. So we're actually on track. And that $2 gets $40 back. So that'd be quite nice if that could pay off tonight. I was annoyed that Sheasel actually cost me a multi that was tracking well. Whether it would have ended up paying off, I don't know. But disappointing. I think I'd won. Did I have one other one for tonight? I think I did. Darcy Cameron and across the face, I think. That's going to be a behind. So that'll be Duggan kicking. So I had Nick Dacos to record most disposals in Group A and then Ned to record the most in Group B. So I think it's Ned Long there, but that gets $13, so not much. Have I got any live now? Okay, that one didn't pay off. Oh, I've got another one that returns $64 from a $2 bet. So I need 8 more touches from Dacos, 7 more from Josh Dacos, 4 more from McCarthy, 7 more from Long, 4 more from Lipinski, 4 more from Houston, 5 more from Graham, 3 more from Reed, 4 more from Allen. So that's the exact same one, but I get it's an extra $20. So I could actually make $100 tonight if both of them pay off. That would be nice. I didn't have I thought I had a goal kickers one. Yeah, there you go. So I had one for all the games combined for disposals. This game is looking on track for everyone. I got everyone right in the last game except for Sheasel, who I needed 25 from, and he obviously didn't get there. And I got all of them right in the game before. And if Dawson led, we'd have both had 25 each. Tomorrow, here's Ned Long. Give it to Nick Dacos. Here's Nick. He's going to go for goal. Dacos! Nick Dacos. What a gun. What a gun. What a gun. Nick Dacos goal. Love to see it. But yeah, then if Brayshaw, Nasiah, McRae all have 25 and Marshall had 15, I would have got $2,400. So she's at the moment the one that's going to cost me probably with that one. So that'll be very, very disappointing if that's the case. And there's another one that I would have got $230 if most of the other things happen. So that's annoying, but oh well. I just need, actually, there's another one that I've got that will pay $16. Where I had Pickett for a goal, Walter for a goal, Watson for a goal, Curtis for a goal, all hit. West for a goal, which he got. I just need Membry to get a goal. Then Tex, Rankin, Voss, and Sharma to kick goal tomorrow, and I'd get that. But, oh, well, we'd make a bit of profit anyway. I only put $2 bets on just because it's not too much if I lose it. But, yeah. Where were we? The reverse psychology could be the strategy, says John. Evening, Bales. How have you gone today, says Matt Brown. Not too bad. I think better than others, but still not great. Still like Sheasel, Cherry, bad scores, some other ones. Holding the ball against Harley Reid there. Is West subbed off, says Tim. I don't know. There's Membry lining up for goal. So this would be handy. Keep liking, says Corey. Yes, if you can keep smashing likes on the video, that'd be fantastic. We're up to 71. So keep smashing like on the video. They should all 90% hit except if injury or sub, says Weary. Double Dummy says Star. Will says Dacos. Fantasy team not going well. Bales has resorted to drinking and gambling. I wouldn't say $2 is gambling. Blimp. Ned is such a hero with his handballs to advantage. Just always part of the place, says Blimp. What would you do if you won the lotto, says Tim? I'd be pretty happy. And there's a goal from Embry. That's another tick. So that means we move to tomorrow for the goal kickers one. I actually like that one. Put $2 on, pick 2 goal kickers from each game. Preferably one from either team. And if it hits, you get $20-$30. So we might do that moving forward. Ned Handball Merchant says, Will. Corey Badge, hope I can win the Classic Cup matchup with Dawson Silver, Keys Bronze, Nasai Platinum, Sinclair and Jackson Platinum, and this game have Crisp, Lipinski, Darcy, Cameron Platinum. Hopefully you can, mate. John, what's gambling really costing you? You win some, you lose more. What are you really gambling with? Yeah, only $2. So, long bench again. Yikes, says Hexen. He's only coming off for his first rest. He'll be back on. Would you move overseas, says Tim. Probably not. I'll visit. I'm happy to visit for a few months, but yeah, probably wouldn't move. Shannon Barron, Bailey Smith or Dawson for the Brownlow this year? I hope it's Dawson. I think he'd be leading now, but depends how he goes in the back part of the year. That would be what it would come down to. So Josh Dacos hasn't touched it yet this quarter, so he's been really quiet. He's done what he did last week, where he was on 60 odd at half time, and he hadn't touched it for a while. Nick Dacos on 83, though, already is nice. Free kick to Bailey Williams against Darcy Cameron. So Darcy Cameron's moved up to 76 as well. So he's had a good quarter. Where's Josh? He's on the field, but he hasn't done anything. He isn't being tagged. It's just not being used. Here's McCarthy. McCarthy kicking inside 50. Top of the square. No mark for Flinney. There's Josh. No, Josh has no disposal. Fumbled. Would you visit Seoul? I'm not sure, Tim. I don't know. Do you ever get a little annoyed you didn't bet more when your $2 ones hit, says Blimp? No, because if I was to do more and they lose, I'll lose more money. Whereas I'm fine if a $2 one doesn't hit. But if I put 10 bets on and all of the $10 ones don't hit, then I'm a bit like... So if I do 5 bets and spend $10 on each and they don't hit, I'll lose $50. That's a lot more annoying than if I was to bet $2. I do 5 bets, they all lose, I lose $10. That's the way I look at it, because that's where you do start going down a bad path. If if I bet more on it, I would get more. But then if you lose and you start losing and you want to bet more and more, that's where it gets into a spot. So I like to keep it at $2, because when I start doing more, that'll be when you get in trouble. So that's why I keep it at $2. I don't think I'd be silly with it anyway, but to make sure I don't, I keep it at $2. Jack Graham with a kick towards goal. Good mark to Darcy Moore there. Would be nice if Nick Dacos is free. He might actually... Nick Dacos has got acres of space. Kick it short to him. Why would you kick long to a contest when you've got your superstar mid short for a 15-metre kick? It just baffles me. It really does. Where was I? I think Dawson Smith's missing games will hurt him. I think so as well. Darcy Cameron's having a great season, says John. Oh, I agree. Yep, I agree. I think he's got to be in the conversation for All-Australian. Has to be. Baker with a kick. Out of bounds. Keep going, Nick, says Moon Boy. Will West Coast versus Collingwood Fantasy Watchalong into Bales taking and handling shots? I'll watch along. Yep, fair enough. The Pinsky mark. See, Josh isn't even calling for little short ones anymore. I'm starting to get concerned he's only going to get to a 90 or even just a low ton. I was thinking maybe 110, 120 earlier. Good tackle there from Baker. McCarthy couldn't get the disposal. Free kick to Baker. I think it was for holding the ball. Geez, that's an awful kick. I don't know where he was going there. Perryman free kick. You mean Nick on for not 15 kick bales? Sorry, did I say Josh? I meant Nick. Sorry. To be the number one AFL Fantasy content creator says Limits. What's that for, Limits? Easily contender for All-Australian, says John. Oh, he has to be in the squad. Depends if he gets in there, because obviously Tristan Cherry's had a good year. Max Gorn's obviously had an amazing year. And Tim English, I think, had a pretty underrated year just with the amount of rucks that have gone well. Nick Dacos coming off for a breather as well. Just saw him go to the bench there. Oh, geez, Hutchinson, that's not a great kick. Lipinski. Duggan kick. Is Ned Long going to get there? No. Mark to Flynn. No, you said Nick. I mean, according to the umps. Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough, Will. Come on, Josh, man. Need you to start racking up. Still plenty of time to get you to 80, 90, but really need these marks and these disposals added up. He's done nothing for a few minutes. Here's Houston. He's going to go back. Josh might be on for something. No, Howe's just going to go long down the line. No. They're not using Josh at the moment. And this is the thing, that owning Josh for 2 weeks, that he's done a lot. He can go very, very quiet for a big portion of the game and then just absolutely rack up. So he might not touch it for 10 more minutes, but he could rack up 10 late points and then he'll still get a 120 with a 50-point quarter. So, yeah, I'm not going to stress just yet, but it would be nice if he kept going. Because obviously he's a unique. So for me, if I want to rise up and rank, him going a big score would be very, very handy. Come on, Western Josh, says Will. Scores, says John. Collingwood 8-6-54, West Coast 6-8-44. So they're up by 10 points now, Collingwood. So no surprise Collingwood got the lead now. Got, 8 minutes 40 left in the third quarter as well. That's a mark for Howe. No, he's going quick again. Ned Long, handball. Crisp, handball. There's Josh Dacos, handball. So Josh Dacos finally touched it. That's good at least. At least he hasn't gone that quite for long. But still, 65 when he was leading the scorers for a long time. There's a Hoskinetic goal. That would probably bring Nick Dacos back on. Oh, at least it was a disposal for Josh. So yeah, Josh now 65. So he's still up there, but right, like there's a lot of guys that have now overtaken him. I guess that's the thing, right? Is that he was looking like he was on track for a monster. People were saying we VC'd the wrong Dacos, but then Nick's obviously been very good since. So what's Nick had this quarter? Nick's had 19 points in the quarter so far, and obviously he'll come back on now. No West market says. Yeah, they couldn't quite mark that one there. So we've got 73 likes as well. So if you haven't smashed a like on the stream, not the emoji bit, but the actual part of the video, then please make sure you do. We're trying to get to 100 as we always do. So Nick Dacos isn't back on yet. That's surprising. I thought he would have come back on already. There's Josh Dacos with a kick. So it's good. He moves to 68. Go on, Hoskin. Look to your right, mate. Look to your right. I don't know if he's free, but I swear Hoskin Elliott never, ever passes it short across and looks to switch. He always kicks long down the line. I've watched enough Collingwood games now to know that he never kicks it sideways. He always just kicks it long. It's like, mate, if you've got a switch on, you might want to look. I don't know if there was, because the camera angle didn't show, but I've never seen him switch it. You're so underrated, not going to lie, says John. Who, me? Underrated for what? What game was it when he got to a ton from nowhere and you were angry at that? I think it was the Geelong game. He had like a 53-point last quarter. He over doubled his score in the last quarter. I think it was Geelong. Was it Geelong? No, I didn't do a watch-along for that. It was the one where I did a watch-along. What game was that? That's a good question. I don't know what game that was, actually. Let me have a look, actually. I'm going to have a quick look at the... Let me see. What game was that? So where's Josh? There he is. Hawthorn, I reckon. Yeah, it wasn't North Melbourne. I reckon it was Hawthorn. Because he was on 43. And here's Josh again. Josh got the handball. Yeah, he was on 47 at three-quarter time and ended on exactly 100. Yeah, Hawks. Yep, a few people saying Hawks as well. As in YouTube. Well, thanks, mate. Appreciate the kind words there, John. Blimp, have we heard any news on how Fremantle want to use Sean Darcy this week in the team sheet? Currently, Luke starting in the ruck. I think Luke Jackson will still be the number one ruck. I think it'll just be. I think from what Justin Longmuir said in his press conference, it's pretty much just going to be what they did before their bye when Darcy was playing against Gold Coast and North Melbourne, where Charlie West got a handball, just there, by the way, where it would be Luke Jackson on one ruck. Sean Darcy would play roughly 55, 60% of the game. He might get subbed out. And Jax will play a bit of mid as well. So that's probably what they'll do. Carlton the pair says, Will. Carlton had an embarrassing game with Port, says Darkness. No, oh, mate, that was awful. That was very, very bad. Like you deserve more subs. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're on, what? What are we on? We passed 4K recently. We're going to 5K. So, obviously, yeah, the dream is to keep making and growing it and hopefully make it a full-time thing. That would be obviously ideal. Oh, my chat, that's not a good kick. See, Nick Dacos still on the bench. So this is looking... Nick's just run on. I've literally just seen him run on. But, yeah, I thought he would have come on 3 minutes ago when the goal was kicked. I think McCarthy's still on the bench as well. So he was looking like maybe putting up a good score, but he's now dropped away a little bit. Yeah, McCarthy's been on the bench for a couple of minutes, and obviously Nick was on the bench for 6 minutes, which is probably the first time I've seen Nick being on the bench for that long. I reckon Nick 120, says Will. I hope he goes over 120, so it makes it like, okay, good, don't have to worry about taking the VC. So don't have to worry about taking on the VC. But if he goes like 110, there's going to be that thought that Dawson versus Richmond, maybe we take it on, but... Oh, straight to the legs of Pendles. You don't see that happen very often. Appreciate the insight, mate. Really helpful, says Blimp. Thank you, mate. Appreciate the kind words. Appreciate all the positivity tonight. Really appreciate everyone with all the lovely comments. It is always very much appreciated. There's Ned Long kicking it. I'm surprised. He had Nick Dacos for a handball there, but he decided to kick it. What do you reckon Dawson will score? You reckon 115, says Will. Probably depends what... depends how the rest of the... how the game goes, I guess. It depends how much forward time he has. Depends how much you're up by. So, Bales, you are my ghost, says Will. Thank you, mate. John, would you ever consider doing round in review vids, or would it be too hard to balance everything? I already do, mate. I already do the round review on the Sunday, then my own team round review on the Monday. So we already got that stuff on the channel. You should be my wallpaper, says Will. Fair enough. If you want to put me as your wallpaper, feel free. Ned Long was free, but Pendles went longer to a contest. Oh, that'll be... Ned Long got a little kick in there. Ned Long going for goal. Oh, Longy! No goal there. A couple of kicks, though, for Long. We'll take that. Brisbane Buds, hey, Bales, I know it is still mid-season, but I'm curious as to what your off-season routine is. Do you have a Word doc with analysis for players you may be interested in? Make an Excel doc or other? No, not really. I'd just sort of make a bit of like a note of like, okay, who are guys that I'd be keen to have in my team next year who might be cheap, and then just listen to pods and stuff like that. So I'm not too in-depth with it until probably like a month or so out from the season starting. I really never realised it, John. All good, mate. Yeah, we got video dropping every day on the channel, so there's all different types of stuff that drops. So yeah, it's good fun. Did we have another super chat drop in? It says we've got 4. But I must have missed. Oh, no, we had... Susan put the second one. That's right. I thought we only had 3. Yes, no, Susan with the second one, and then Katafi and Castle Riches. So appreciate you guys for that. Up to 73 likes as well. So if you haven't smashed a like on the stream, please do. We're trying to get to 100. The quicker we get there, obviously, even better. But it does help out with the algorithm, the more likes that we do get. So if you guys could help us out with that, be very, very much appreciated. Gin be the new McGovern says limits. Will, I swear, Long never goes for goal and looks for handball to someone else. Blimp can't really believe Collingwood haven't pulled away yet. We had another goal to West Coast there. Golf Flynn. Late couple of Gate Cole from the Eagles. Come on, boys, is limits. I got $10 on the Eagles. I guess we'll see how they go. Obviously, we've got 3 minutes 22 left in the quarter. Josh Dagos on 70, Nick on 83. So a lot of people in the 80s at the moment and 70s. Here goes Nick. No disposal there. That'll be a tackle for Nick. That's holding the ball. Yep, that should be a Nick Dacos free kick. Yes, we love to see it. Nick Dacos holding the ball, free kick. So he gets the tackle, and that's very nice. So he's into the 90s now, Nick Dacos. Obviously, the best thing, what we want, ideal scenario, is Nick Dacos ton before three-quarter time. I don't know if that's possible for him to do. Well, it is, but whether he can do it or not. There's Bo Allen, gets the handball. West Coast moving the ball well at the moment. There's Shanahan. Good kick to Tim Kelly. West Coast on the charge again. Thought Collingwood would pull away. No, there's Ryan Marrick. No, kick's not going to get to him. Or there's Hoff. So he hit the belly of the ball. No, he's kicked it. It's back to a 4-point game. West Coast are back in it again. Went Dacos to rack for the last part of the quarter, says Corey. Want Dacos to rack the last part of the quarter. Darkness, are you going to be streaming Collingwood v Carlton? That is a good question. I assume they're Friday night, Darkness, aren't they? I reckon that they are next Friday night. So we will be doing a watch-along next... actually, next Friday night, that's the first of the month. No, there won't be a watch-along next... Yeah, sorry, no, I won't be. Because I'll be... DT Lemon is playing music at the district. So I'll go watch the footy in the district and watch Lemon play... DT Lemon play some music. So there'll be won't be a watch-along next Friday, but there'll be a watch-along on Thursday and Saturday. Mixed day down the rooms, apparently. Will Ned get the tackle as well? I don't think so, no, because Nick got the free kick. So I think it will just be Nick Dacos that gets the tackle. Come on, boys. Upset of the year, LFG. Give it to... That's a throw from Crisp. Yep. Who would you do, Cats versus Tigers? If it's on a Friday or Saturday night, potentially. Or Thursday night. Obviously not next Friday, but if it is on one of those nights, we might. McCarthy +6. Things we like to see. McCarthy could get it back here. Give back. Oh, McCarthy. Love that. Another +6 for McCarthy. What a game, says Clem McDiarmid. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Yes, no, it is a good game so far. Minute and a half remaining. Jeremy Howe, good grab. Jeez, Josh Dagos has fallen off this quarter. Really need Josh to get involved. He's done nothing. Like he was everywhere in the first half, and he's just done nothing. Go, give it to Nick. Nick short. No, sideball and going long. So, yeah, I don't think Josh is going to score any more points. So, he's literally doing exactly what he did last week, where he starts off amazing and then does nothing in the third quarter. Which is disappointing. That's probably the reason why he's probably not quite the top 6 defender, because he doesn't put those consistent 4 quarters together. Of course, I had to watch the King's birthday game and him rack up, and I didn't own him, but then he's not going to do that 4-quarter effort for me. There's Nick Dacos with a kick. Josh Dacos could be on here for a +6 if he gets out open. Ed Allen with the +6 there. Goes to my check. Go short, Josh. Please go to Josh. Josh isn't even leading, I don't think. No, they're going long. Collingwood seem to be going very direct at the moment. They're not really chipping it around. There's McCarthy. Handball. Jack Williams probably should have given it back to him, to be fair. Houston, he's got 8 seconds. He can probably go for goal from there. And that's a goal. Pretty much bang on the siren. 3-quarter time. That's a bad goal for West Coast to concede, actually. That was a bad kick from Jack Williams just to smash it out of there. Wonder how many people took on those upset odds as Blimp. Tim, can you please do a Cats watch along? Unless it's on the night, I probably won't worry about it, Tim. Sportsbet was offering boosted odds for West Coast as well. Yeah, I did see that. 7-point quarter for Josh, then 40-point quarter, says Will. 2 inconsistent fancy gods are people struggling. Why did we let him go, Houston? That one hurts from Jay Willow, says Max Hansen. I don't know why he had to smash it out there. It was a bad choice. So goal for Houston late in the quarter. And it'll pretty much be the bounce. What was that? Common Jack says red lighting. I win $110 if the Eagles win, says Limits. And that's 3-quarter time. 10-point lead to Collingwood, 66-56. He should have just given the handball to McCarthy. Yep, agreed. Let's go through the scores at 3-quarter time. Obviously, Nick Dagos going well. He's on 94. Hopefully there's a big end to the quarter. Didn't actually have, he had a lot of fantasy points, but didn't have a lot of touches. I think he only had 5 touches for the quarter, but still had a strong quarter. I think he had 30 points there, Nick Dacos. Liam Baker, 85. Still sold on him, 83. Marek, 83. Hutchinson, 83. Pendle's 82. Duggan, 80. Cameron, 79. Flynn, 78. So a lot of decent scorers, but not huge amount of fantasy guys except for Cameron and Nick Dacos. Hoff, 73. Josh Dacos, 70. That's really disappointing. He only had a 7-point quarter. I reckon that's the second week in a row he's had a bad third quarter that hasn't done anything. McCarthy, 65. That's pretty good. We're happy with that score. Ned Long, 60. It's okay, but it's still not amazing for holding him. Anything else? Houston, 52. Shanahan's on 30. West, 21. Yeah, so not huge much else besides that. So all in all, it's okay. But yeah, obviously we just need Josh to go well because he was looking on track for a good score, but didn't finish very well. How's my multi going? Just want to have a look at that. So in the last quarter, so I need Ed Allen for one more disposal. Lipinski got 15. Chris got 15. I need Houston for one more touch. Cameron got 15. Duggan got 15. I need 1 touch from Jack Graham. Harley Reid got 15. I need 2 disposals from Long. McCarthy got 20. I need Josh Stars for 4 touches and Nick for 5. So I'm hopeful that hits from here. As long as no player gets injured, they all get their do their thing. I'm hopeful that hits, which means I think that the other one also hits. I think both would hit in that scenario. Brisbane versus Port or St Kilda Hawks Watchalong next week, Bales. Are they the 2 Saturday night games? It's an interesting one. Let me have a look. Yeah, Brisbane Port or St Kilda Hawthorn. Well, the more fantasy relevant game's the St Kilda one, isn't it? Because we got Nasai, got Marshall, Jack Sinclair, Jack McRae, maybe Jack Steele for some people. People got Dylan Moore. Whereas Brisbane and Port, you got Rosie, Butters, and then maybe Dunkley. But that's probably about it. Yeah, maybe St Kilda Hawthorn, unless people want the other one. It would be interesting to see which one we do. Obviously, Thursday night we'll do North and Dogs, which is obviously another fantasy relevant game. What do you got? Not much you can do once a player expresses their intent to leave for free agency. Oh, you're talking about Houston leaving, I think. McCarthy's game, same score as Sheasel right now. Yep. And we'll outscore Bont. Yeah, there you go. Zorko as well. Yeah, that's another one, Will. I wasn't watching any reason why Josh Douglas only had a 7-point quarter. I've got no idea. He did it last week as well. He just goes through these quarters where he just doesn't touch it. He did it last week and he's done it again. And last week he had not a great last quarter and only got to a low ton. When you're on 60 points at halftime as a player like him, you should be getting at least a 110. Like, to have like such a poor quarter. So yeah, so the third quarter, he had 7 points, 3 touches, 1 kick, 2 handballs. Last week, let's have a look at his second half last week against St Kilda in another good matchup. So half-time he was on, so what was he on? So first quarter he had 25. Second quarter he had 39, so 64. Third quarter had only 14 points. And then last quarter had 23. But again, didn't take a mark in the second half. So again, it's disappointing. I'm hopeful that you can still have like a 50-point quarter and get to a 120, 110 or something. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. Yeah, so the other one I need Josh Dacos for 4 touches. Ned Long for 2 touches, Houston for 1, Graham for 1, Ed Allen for 1. So yeah, that'll hit as well. That'll be a $60 as well. So that's nice. A little bit of money. And I need Ned Long to get the most touches in Group B, which I don't know if he's near, but if that happens, that'll be like $13 as well, which would be handy. Will just wasn't near it, and a 40-point quarter incoming. Hopefully, has almost put the VC on him as well. What's your favourite soccer team, says Will? I'm Manchester United, but I haven't watched a Man United game for a while. So Long starting on the ground, along with Dacos, Pendles in the CBA. Would you still get Josh Dacos or Caldwell next week? I really like Caldwell, Tim. I've liked Caldwell for a number of weeks now, and I really want him next week. So I'm hoping that I can get him. Any late adjustments? There was, I think, for Flynn, but that was about it. So nothing fancy on. But here we go. Last quarter underway. Let's see what Nick can end up on. Let's see if Josh can get to a ton. Let's see what Ned can do in last quarter. And can McCarthy outscore a number of these so-called premiums for the week? That'll be what we're tracking in the last quarter. So Reed gets the first clearance. Free kick against Darcy Moore. I didn't really see that one. So Jack Williams lining up for goal. This will bring it back to 4 points. Stan Sport might be getting EPO instead of Optus Sport now. I think I read that somewhere. So it looks like I'm with Optus. So I'm going to have to cancel Optus Sport then. I'm not going to be staying with Optus Sport. I'll probably just stay with Optus. There's no reason for me to move, but I'm probably going to cancel Optus Sport if that's the case because there's no point. That's a big loss. That's going to be a big loss for them. They're going to lose a lot of pet customers if they lose that. They're going to lose people that just can't be bothered, and there'll be people just in general that will just move away from Optus because they're only with them because of the Premier League. Oh, that's a bad miss from Jack Williams. He had to kick that. It's a bad miss. Come on, Captain Dacos needs to lift, mate, says Moon Boy. He's on 94. It's fine. And Jeremy Howe on kick-ins again. Why are we doing this? Why is Jeremy Howe on kick-ins? Go to Nick. There's the ton for Nick. Nick Dacos ton. We'd love to see that. 1 minute into the last quarter, and he's got the ton already. So that's good. I would love 20 more points. That would be obviously like ideal. Then we don't need to worry about, do we take it on? Because 120 you take. So hopefully he keeps going in the last quarter and gets to a good score. Darkness, who do you think is playing the best today? I think Nick Douglas has had a very good game. So he would be right up there. No, not on the ball. I just want to see that ton tick over. We'll refresh the scores. Yep, there we go. There's the ton. And it's ticked over. We'd love to see that. Ned Long just got the handball away. I thought they were going to ping him there, actually. Oh, they've pinged Duggan. That's interesting. So Collingwood are going very direct at the moment. They're not really wanting to pass it around. I don't know if they're going to start taking some time off at some point off the clock soon, but they're not really looking to pass it around at all. Gee, that's a dangerous kick. Trying to go Darcy Cameron. There's Sullivan. That was a good pickup. That's a goal for Collingwood. Pendles has been good as always. Says Double Dummy agreed. Where did Harley Reid go in the AF? Not many people got him in fantasy. He's just not really a consistent option. Yeah, really need Josh. If Josh can still ton up, I'll be happy. But even still, even if he doesn't go more than the ton, and he only gets a 101, 102, the fact that he was on 64, 63 and only gets to a ton with a 37-point last half isn't great. But hey, with all the Prints going bad this week, I'll take a ton. Is Eagles rookie West will stay in the team? I think Shanahan will get a run, but West, obviously, I don't think he'll be in there for long. I think this will be 1 week, and he'll be out when some guys come back. Do you reckon Vintage Pendles is back, says John? Oh, I think Pendles will always be there, but as a fantasy option, he won't obviously be. But Pendles will do Pendles things. I don't think he'll ever lose that regardless. He could be 50 years old. I think he'll still do Pendles things, and because he's never had to rely on his speed. It's always been about his footy IQ, and that's what makes him such a good player. Oh, I've got to rush it there, Collingwood. Would have been Howe taking a kick in anyway, but so I was late, had pizzas for dinner at my parents' house. All good, Andrew. All good, mate. Well said, mate, says John. Thank you. Don't think that's a tackle for Josh, but it potentially could be. Come on, Josh, man. We really need you to get going. Let me see if that was a tackle. I don't think it'd be a tackle for Josh, but no, it wasn't. I didn't think it would be. Handball from Darcy Cameron, trying to go to Nick Dacos. There's Josh Dacos with a kick. Goes straight up in the air. Darcy Cameron kicks straight into Ed Allen. I don't know why he would try and kick when he wouldn't try and handball to someone. So what do we got? We've got just under 17 minutes to go. We've got 75 likes, so we still need 25. Still need 25 likes to hit our goal of 100. There's a kick from Ned Long. So if we can hit 100, that's obviously the goal. We were on a lot. Pretty good. It's died down a little bit last few minutes. So if you haven't liked it, please do. Taking Nick VC at this stage as well. Well, let's see. We've got to see how we goes. But don't put the captain loophole yet. Wait till after the game. I don't want anyone to moz it. Moonboy 120 minimum, Nick 130 to 140 preferred. Exactly, mate. Straight C on Nick after English went missing. Yeah, I'm hopeful that he can go 120 plus from here. I don't know if he'll rest much of the last quarter. He might go off for a minute or two, but that'll be about it. Josh Dacos kick in. We'd love to see it. Definitely need more of this from Josh. He's had a couple. This will be, if he plays on, obviously. We need him to play on. Come on, Josh, mate. You know what to do. No point standing in the middle of the square. Yep, thank you. I just don't know why he doesn't take all the kick-ins. I really don't. And I know I'm saying that because I got him in my fantasy team, but give it to McCarthy. Give the handball to him, Harry Edwards. What are you doing, man? Yeah, he's a fantasy coach. He should know to give it to Tom McCarthy. Come on. Have captain on Nick Dacos, says Andrew. Yeah, a lot of people have either got the captain on Nick or they've got him VC. So hopefully he can put up a big score and keep going. Why is the bottom part of the screen gone weird? There we go. It's fixed. Harry Edwards, hell no, says, well, I don't know why he didn't handball to him. He could have easily, but he said, no, I'm not going to. But why? Give it to your ball user coming out of defence. Why are you not? There's Nick I think he got the handball away. Well, Harry Edwards gave it to McCarthy there. So McCarthy handball. There's Josh Dacos probably going to... Oh, no, he's not going to rush it. Going to get the handball to Charlie Dean. So at least we've got the handball there from Josh Dacos. Ned Long's in the middle. See, this is where I'd like them to chip it round a bit. Chip around, take a minute or two off the clock, get the Dacos brothers a couple of little marks. There's Crisp. It's a good mark. Captain on Nick went Horn Francis for a long shot. That was a mistake for VC, says Double Dummy. Oh, if Nick Dacos could just get it done, then that's fine anyway. Dacos VC line rolling into Dawson. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm still... here's McCarthy, handball received. Probably get the kick. Yep, McCarthy kick. I'm probably still looking at taking... Go to Josh Dacos. Why are we going to Houston? Go Josh Dacos. No, and they're going to Crisp. Why? No, Perryman. Why would you go short to Perryman over Josh Dacos? So like they're ignoring him at the moment, which I find really odd. And like, they're not looking to switch it at all. They're just looking to go long and direct. And mark to Membry. So this is getting a little bit frustrating now. Edwards be just like that, +3 for me. Exceptions could legit be 150 from Dawson. Yeah, it could. Yep. Todd Gray, you play slider bars. If so, you still alive in Survivor. Yep, still alive. Todd, still up and about in Survivor. So hoping to still go well at that. I don't think I'll win it. I think my team's not quite strong enough. Grundy as my ruck is obviously very, very helpful. Goal for Membry. Actually, I reckon is every one of my players I did for a goal each all kicked 2 goals so far. If I'm not mistaken, I reckon every one of the players has kicked 2 goals. Which I should have probably put each person for 2+ goals. Well, actually, if I just have a look. So I had Cozzy and Jed Walter. Actually, Jed Walter might have kicked 1, actually. Cozzy kicked 2. Oh, no, Jed Walter kicked 2. Yeah, and Cozzy got 2. What about this game here? I had Curtis for 1. Oh, Curtis kicked 1. Okay. Watson kicked 3. And then Membry and... oh, no, West has only got 1. So actually, no, it's fine. Ned Long on the bench says DJ. Yep, that'll be his break, I think. Pies W in the bag says Will. Omar Schnitzel Membry going Goaltown, says Blimp. Hawks won by 85 points. Yep, good win for the Hawks. Should have put the house on it, says G. Dot. There's Pendles. See, nothing for either Dacos brothers. No, that's Hoff. I was hoping that would be McCarthy. That'll be out of bounds. So Charlie West has been subbed out. That's not a major surprise. So what do I need? I still need 1 more disposal from Josh Dacos, 3 more from Nick. One more from Jack Graham, and that's it. And then the multis hit. So I'm still think that will hit, but I guess we'll see. There goes the rook, says Blimp. G. Hoff showed a bit this year. Yeah, he's been good, G. Dot. What's the Flanders role? Didn't catch Gold Coast game. Is he a legit option for last rook? I think he is, yep. Again, not many CBAs. I don't think he had many, but he was still playing between the 50, pretty much the 50s. Sort of like up and down. So I think he's an option. There's Josh Dacos with a kick. Probably had his brother for a handball there. That's a mark for Harry Edwards, I think. Harry Edwards has played well tonight. And now he's kicking to is that McCarthy there? Yep, +6 for McCarthy. So Harry Edwards knows he's probably going to get it back here. Yep, McCarthy back gets the 9-point play. We love to see it. Good mark from Shanahan there. I was going to check. What was I going to check? Oh, the Flanders. I was going to see how many CBAs he got. Tim Kelly mark, so he'll probably line up for goal. So Flanders CBAs today. So Anderson had 28, Rao 25, Miller 16, Humphrey 15, Fiorini 8, Reed had 3. Oh, Flanders only had 1. So, yeah. So it's still not a CBA role. It's like just that extra mid up around the ground. But for his price, I think he's an option. What was Sheezel's CBAs then? Because I know he just went for a lot at the end. Sheezel had 8, but he had I think he had 6 or 7 in the last quarter. Oh, no, it's a drop mark for Ryan, I think. Yeah, last quarter CBAs, Sheezel had 6. He was one of the main guys along with LDU and Parker. So I don't know why they aren't doing that with him at the moment. They're playing around with his role. And then kick-ins, Daniel had 8, McKirch had 4. So, and Caleb Daniel had more again. Tim Keller needs to turn around there. Marek was filthy in the pocket, says Blim. I actually didn't see. But yes, I'd hate when players turn their back and don't look for a teammate. Louis Leary, more being subbed and going Flanders over Mills killed me this week. Yep, it's disappointing. I know. That's unfortunately, Louis, that's how this year's been. It's just been a shit year for fantasy. There's Josh Dacos with a kick. And good. Lipinski's yes, it's not going to be delivered or anything. Boundary throw in. 10:48 to go in the last quarter. Is it worth trading Wes as Will? Nah, you don't trade him. You hold him. So Nick Dacos still hasn't done much. He's had that +6 and then the handball, but that's it. Only 8 points in this quarter so far. Josh Dacos has had 14 points, so he's gone okay. That was the handball for Graham. So that's Graham's part of that multi done. So I just need the Dacos brothers now to bring me home. I think I'd get about $100 from $4 if Nick can have 3 more and Josh can have 1. Oh, no, Josh Dacos might have hit it already. Yeah, Josh Dacos has hit it already. I just need 3 more touches from Nick Dacos to get it done. There's a Ned Long tackle, I think. Moore was so good on 74 halfway through his third quarter, then sub, don't understand, says Louis. We had that little niggle, I think, during the week, and they're up by so much that they probably just decided to rest him. That's a tackle for Long. Not holding the ball, but tackle for Long is good. There's Chris. Come on, Chris, man. Why are you dumping it on the boot for? Good mark by McCarthy there. Very good intercept mark. He's a very, very good player. He's looking very comfortable at the level. He's got a great role. He's going to be someone that's going to be really handy as a D7 or D6 if you're just going to play him straight on field. But I'm just going to use him as a guy that at D8 or D7/M9, I'm going to loop between the 2 lines. He's up to 85 now, McCarthy. So he's, just continuing on his good form. Where's Ned Long at? Ned Long's on 73. Good intercept mark there by Darcy Cameron. This is where we need some little short kicks to Nick Dacos, Josh Dacos. Nick calling for it. Go to Nick. Why, Darcy? Well, Nick should get it here. Surely gets here. Yep. +6 for Nick. Yep, marked it there. Good mark for Nick. +6 coming up. Get off him, Harley. Now, Nick, go to your brother. Get him to 90. No, so Nick just going down need Nick for 3 more touches, says Shonkster. Yeah, mate, I'm the same. I need him for 2 more now because he got his 28th touch there. But yes, very close to it. I think from my $4 that I put on the game tonight, I'll get back about $100 if Nick can just get 2 more touches. So that would be nice. McCarthy upgraded to primo status, says Will. Having CBAs and pushing up for the marks was a good sign at least, though, for more, says Louis. Agreed. I'm doing Mills to Berman, says Andrew. I wouldn't do that, Andrew. Feels like similar to Rankin against the Bombers there in the year Moore was, says Corey. Yep, that's a good point. What would you say is a pass mark for this round, Bale, says G. Honestly, I don't know. Just with the amount of players that have been poor, I don't know how many players most people have got. I think I did a vote on Twitter. There's about 1,000 people that voted, and it was like most people had not anywhere from 18 to 20. That was seen to be the most common sort of number people had. Will says McCarthy ton. I don't think McCarthy's turned up yet. unless I've missed some points. No, he's still on 85. Nick's on 108 though, so just need Nick to keep going. Here's McCarthy again. Yeah, I'll tell you what, McCarthy McCarthy wasn't looking like he was going to ton for a bit, and now he's racking up again. Yeah, I think he's a guy that he might get it back here. He's like free. He's free, and Clay Hall's just ignored him. And he's gone to Baker, who's in between 3 Collingwood players, you idiot. How dumb are you? Go to Nick. Oh, here we go. Nick Dacos for another goal. No, he's missed it. That's surprising. Normally bury those ones, Nick. Really happy with my Eagles in this game, says Limits. No, they've been good. Considering they're playing the best team, they've been pretty good. I hope I'm going to be able to keep Lohman as a loop in the forward line. His form looks to be building, says Blimp. Yep, he's been good again of late. Oh, that is an awful handball. Here's Nick Dacos again. Nick Dacos with the kick. It's a pretty good kick there. Oh, no, Brock got in there and defended. So that's over 110 now for Nick Dacos. Who are you on with and who left bail, says Louis. I'll have a look after the game when it's finished. There's Quainer intercept mark. Here goes Markov. I think West Coast might be cooked. They look pretty tired out there. There's Lipinski. Uses the body well. Sullivan. I wonder if is Nick around the place. Well done, McCarthy. Again, really well done. McCarthy with the handball. He's going to be getting towards that ton now. Oh, that's a bad handball. McCarthy was on like 50, went on the bench for a while. Yep. Weary McCarthy is a gun. Looks so comfortable playing, taking good marks and smart plays in only his second game. Dacos 115, 30 touches too. So there you go. That'll be the multi. I'm taking a score at this stage, unless 0 for the rest of the game, but very unlikely, says Will. Yeah, I guess we'll see. But yeah, if he's 115, I'm probably very likely to take that score. I'd love another 15 points from him here. Like, there's still 6 minutes to go. I don't know if he's going to cut. I don't know if he's had a rest, if he's going to come off. He might come off with a couple minutes to go, but I'm hoping that he stays on for the remainder of the game and we can get some points. I think Josh Douglas actually on the bench at the moment, which again, he's on 84. Oh, no, there he is. There he's on the ground again. He'll get it here. Handball for Josh. Hoskin Elliott. He's got Nick Dacos short. No, it's going to be 50. God damn it. McCarthy 25 for the quarter, says Corey. Todd Gray, 115, the exact score I was dreading. And Ned Long, marking inside 50. Might go for goal, might pass it off. Sidebomb's telling him to go for goal. No, I think Dawson has him in the midfield, says Limits. Brisbane Bloods, downgrade Hardiman and upgrade Foss to sub 900k player with a Rooks off field, or downgrade Hardiman for cash gen and upgrade mid-price such as Celtic to a top liner with McCarthy D6. I would go down Hardiman down and go Foss up. That would be what I'd probably do, Brisbane Bloods. So Ned Long going for goal. It's going to work its way back. No, you missed it. Apparently Darcy Cameron's tunned up as well. Yeah, Darcy Cameron's tunned up. So 101. Nick 115. Josh 86. McCarthy 90 as well. What's Ned Long is on? Ned Long 80 as well. So everyone's over 80. If Josh Douglas can just get some junk time plus sixes, still 5 minutes to go. So Nick Douglas 88% Tog, Josh Douglas 87%. So I don't know if either's going to go to the bench. I'm not sure. Good mark from Hoff there. I can only get to like 850k though, says Brisbane Bloods. Yeah, mate, maybe you just put McCarthy D6. And Flynn mark. DC tons up, brought him in this week, says double dummy. If Sarong goes okay tomorrow, this will be the first week this year when my trades look okay. Are you bringing in Sarong, double dummy? Because I'd be nervous with Windhager tag coming up. I'm actually more of an advocate for trading him out this week, if anything. So 4 minutes to go. If he kicks this goal, it's going to be under 3 goals. Oh, geez, that's a bad miss from Flynn. From Flinny. Sarong is clamped by Windy, says Will. Jeremy Howe kick in again. Really frustrating. Go Josh Dacos. Yep, Josh Dacos +6. That'll get him to over 90. And he kicks to Nick Dacos, sorry. So Nick will be on 120, which is, I think I'm taking that now. Go back to Nick. Go back to Nick. Pendles. Go to Nick. Go to Nick. Look to your left. Pendles, stop selling candy. I know you can still do it, mate, but good mark by Duggan. VC in the bag, says Will. I think I'm taking it now. It's over 120. It's too risky going against it. How good's Tom McCarthy versus Lee Everett? Oh, he's a gun. He's very, very good. He might get it here. Oh, Hewitt should have given him the handball. Good mark from Bailey Williams. Josh Dagos, 92. Like, 92's okay, right? Here's McCarthy again. McCarthy handball received, kicking it. That's not a good kick, though. Come on, where's Josh? Where's Josh? This is where I really need him and Nick to rack up some... If Nick can get 10 more points, that'd be amazing. If Josh can get 8 more points, I'd be pretty happy with the night if they could do that. It's going to go out of bounds. I don't think Josh or Nick are going to come off now. Jacos needs 8 more, says Will. I hope he can get 8 more. Like 92 at the end of the day as a defender, considering all the bad scores this week, I'll take. But any more points would be obviously a bone. I'd be very happy with that. Actually, is Nick Dacos on the bench at the moment? I don't see him at the moment on the ground. Good intercept mark by Flynn. I reckon Nick's on the bench. From where he was, this is not great, says Will. Yeah. Oh, no, Nick's there. He's just in the forward group, which is disappointing. I wish he was around the ball at this moment. He's going deep forward, I think. Here's Josh Dacos with a kick. Moves to 95. Might actually get his brother in potentially for a chance if he's deep forward. Yeah, there's Nick. +6 coming up. Oh, hang on. He might go for goal. He might go for goal. Nick Dacos. Oh, it got smothered. God damn it. Oh, that would have been the cherry on the cake. Here you go. McCarthy handball, though. We love to see that. Oh, Ned Long took it away from Nick. Hang on. Nick kicked it. It's hit the post. Oh, he's over 130, though. So we're happy. Very, very happy. He's over 130. We'll take that. 131. And 1 goal, 3 as well. It's almost what it could have been a 140, 150. But hey, 131 This is what we wanted, right? We wanted him to go 130. So it was like, yeah, we're taking it. Dawson go 140, 150, and it's still great. Just need Josh Dacos to get 1 more +6. That would be, like, ideal. Ned hugging him before goal, says Will. These umpires need speakers. I'm so sick of players clearly being unable to hear them on the field. McCarthy needs a couple of disposals for another 30 touches, says Corey. Where's Josh? Oh, go to Josh. Go, Josh. Josh, call for a +6. Go back into defence or something. There's only 50 seconds to go. No point going forward. Darcy Moore. Is Josh on for a short kick? No, they're going... Oh, no, here he is. Go to Josh Dacos. Go to Josh... Oh, they're going to Nick. Make that 137, unless they give it 50 metres. McCarthy +6 for 2 tons. So Nick Dacos, another +6. Don't think Josh is going to ton up, unfortunately, but we're going to... Obviously, a great score from Nick Dacos. Pendles to finish off. Goal for Pendles. Hey, Bales, now that I'm taking Nakos's VC score, would you go Dawson, trade in, or Nasai tomorrow for last trade? I'd still get Jordan Dawson out of the two, I think. Boydie, here's your captain's armband, says Will. Mills to Bailey Williams, thoughts? I wouldn't do Bailey Williams. You've missed the boat. You should be a commentator, Bales, far better and more entertaining than some of the professionals, says Bogues. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Ton up, Josh, says Moonboy. He's probably not going to now. Never thought I'd be taking merit my C with his form, says Todd Gray. Moonboy, people forget the Olive sub. Dustin Poirier, he's insanely dangerous. Most subs in UFC history, I think. Yeah, it's going to be a good one tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. How good to be a Pies supporter, says Sean. Nakos Clearance asking a lot, but still long to Caldwell next week. Yeah, Sean, that's something I'm looking at. Yep, McCarthy and Jacobs 95s. Like, Tom McCarthy, great for 95, but I'd much prefer Josh Douglas to be on a ton. The fact he was on 63 at half time is probably the disappointing part. Unless he gets the ball here. He got the handball, so make that 97. So he essentially tonned up, right? It would have been good if he actually got the ton. But 97 in a bad round, I guess we'll take. If you guys haven't liked it, make sure you guys do. We still need 19 likes to get to the 100 likes. So if you guys can do it, that'd be fantastic. Double Dummy. Oliver quits when it gets too hard. Not anymore, he doesn't. No, he's a lot better with that now, Double Dummy. Moonboy, Bales, why can't we rub McCarthy at D6 and upgrade some of our mid-price types long and Bale? I think we can. It's back-to-back weeks. Another good score. I think we definitely can. Louis O'Leary, if Doc stays in the team, do I trade Doc or Long up to Caldwell? If Doc stays in the team, do I trade Doc or Long? I'd trade Long if you can at the moment. That's another 80-odd score. It's just not gonna get it done. Brisbane Bloods, next week I can probably go Hardiman to a Rook and Sheldrick to Caldwell or Foss to an 850k player. Sheldrick to Caldwell sounds pretty good, Brisbane Bloods. Maybe you do that and just play McCarthy at D6. I think he's shown enough. Kane off. How long is left? Game's just finished. Collingwood 88, West Coast 59. So Collingwood win. 137 if you don't take that, your dumpsters will. I think we will. LM, at least Nick performed tonight. She's when Cherry, tough watch with Dylan Moore robbed with the sub. Yep, agreed. Vince Cubes, how much will McCarthy go up this week? A lot. That's when he did his break in by like 128 points. Do we trade Long, says Tim? Oh, I'm going to be looking at trading Ned Long, yes. Limits game over, yep. So keep Nick VC, says Shonkster. Yes, yeah, you take that. You definitely take it. Apparently, Will's saying going up about 110k plus. Good captains back-to-back weeks. That helps. Yeah, well, I'm happy that's another week of a good captain. Funny enough, in such a bad year, I've still got 100 plus from my captain every single week of the season so far. So Max Holmes will be my captain this week. As he's on bye, Tate Bergman's still on the bench, and Nick Dacos is 137. Thank you, Nick. Very much appreciate the big score. So his second half, he was very big. 10 marks there, 34 touches. If it wasn't for kicking 3 behinds and the first quarter, him giving a few free kicks away, and it could have been big, that could have been a 150. But hey, not disappointed whatsoever. I made a 20-point loss on both players, Daniel to Mills and Berman to Josh Dacos. Yeah, that's frustrating, red lighting. Still have a soft spot for Longy. Got some good scores, and 80 is better than a 30 from a Rook. Shake hands and get a Caldwell type. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'll be doing. Longy's been great, really good for cash gen, but we'll take the upgrade now. So 80 points, it's just not quite enough. Like, it's fine for this week, but moving next week, we want these midfielders going big. So for me, Ned Long will go up next week. I've got 80k, so I'll be downgrading someone. It's either going Boxall down to Rouston, and then going Long up, or going Lohman down to Archer May, and then going Long up to Caldwell. So, because Caldwell 88 break-in is probably going to barely change in price. So, but part of me does wish I went for McCarthy, left him at D6. But hey, I'd much rather get the chance to loop him and see and have him as like a D7 M9 moving forward in my utility, which is handy. Which it means I can loop Well, if Doherty gets dropped, I have to trade him over Long, right? So I can loop between Long and Mills, take the best score, and then if both go well, just don't play McCarthy. If both go poorly, then play McCarthy. Max Holmes been my captain as well, says Limits. Do we trade Long to a rookie and keep McCarthy D6? I would do that, yes. Yep. It's Edge says, Farah, I love Nick Dacos and him stat padding. Yeah, it was nice, mate. What was Dacos' captain percent, says Stu? I'll have a look at that in a sec. I'm 1333. We'll try to get 700 from me. I'm very heavy round 16 by, says DJ. I think that'll be a lot of people this week. McCarthy, you're legit D1 next week. You deserve it. Enjoy it, says Will. Louis Leary, move the VC from Dacos to Cherry. Kicking myself. Gotta hope Dawson goes huge. Tim, is McCarthy as your D6 on your bench? He'll be my D6 moving forward. Well, it's like loop, right? So I'll be looping like Mills and Doherty or Mills and Bergman or something like that. So, love Nick for game day squad, 162 points. Yeah, I've got his all-star card, so I'm pretty happy. That'll be a pretty nice score from him for me. Keep Lohman for forward coverage, says Stu, but I would have Archer May, so it would just depend, right? So, Jacob Wilkie, Pendle's got to be an option next week, yeah. Potentially, yep. Actually, if Doherty got dropped, I could literally go Doc down to Flanders and go Long up to Caldwell. That might be what I look at doing. And I could loop between Mills, Flanders, and McCarthy for that last spot on field. But no, Pendle's not an option. Sorry, Jacob. He's a great player, but no, he'll get rested in game at some point as well. Cheers, Bell. See you tomorrow, says Limits. Thank you, mate. See you tomorrow. We're on 88 likes as well, so just need 12 more likes. If you guys can smash those, that'd be fantastic. Baker 117, interesting. Yeah, Baker was good tonight. I got Platinum Dacos in Classic, says Max Hansen. Nicely done there. Taking that 137, scared of Dawson. But yeah, you got to take exceptions, 100%. I have some great news, guys. I have the VC on Dawson, says Limits, not Dacos. Hopefully Dawson gets it done as well. Do I trade West out against this team? No, you don't trade West. Don't trade West. Stu, what's your score, Bells? How many players left? Well, yeah, we'll have a look at my score. Still need the 12 likes. So actually, we need 8 more likes to go. So if you haven't smashed the like on the video, please do. So what is my score? Is that updated? Okay, so my score hasn't updated yet. Oh no, sorry, it's 1552 is my score. I've got Nasiah, Dawson, Brayshaw, Marshall, Jackson, and Alga left. I don't expect Alga to count. So currently, I've got Lohman. So my bottom 3 scores won't count for me this week. So my bottom 3 so far is, Jesus, Sheasel 65 is my bottom one. Mills 67, and Bont 72. So at the moment, my lowest score is Caleb Daniels / Ned Long, 79 and 80. So considering it's not actually looking too bad, but I do expect, obviously, Bont 72 to count because I expect Alga to be one of the bottom 3. So Bont will be my 18th scorer, and it looks like the guys dropping off at this stage would be Alga, Sheasel, and Mills, but I guess we'll have to see how that goes. But McCarthy 95 obviously helps a whole bunch. He's going to go up a lot of money very quickly. So he's going to make anyone that's got really good team value, it's going to be very, very easy to get this 23rd, even 24th primo. May McCarthy is your 24th guy. It's going to put you guys in a good spot if you've got good team value. In terms of captain percentage, Nick Dacos was 14% VC, Sheasel 9%, Cherry 7%, Rosie 6%, Gorn 4%, along with Whitfield. Obviously, Whitfield on bias to the autofield teams. Bont, Dawson, and Baz 3%. Then Marshall, Kennedy, Brayshaw, English, DeConing, Zorko, Merritt, Sarong, Grundy, Butters, and Heaney 1% VCs. And then captains, Jordan Dawson 16%, Cherry 12%, Dacos 9%, Marshall 7%, Gorn and Baz 6%, Whitfield, Sheasel 4%, Nasiah 2%. Then you got Bont, Rosie, Brayshaw, Zorko, Merritt, Sarong, all 1%. So they're the captains for the week. I'm waiting to see what my overall ranking is going to be because I'm currently sitting at 6. Wow, that is, if you guys can see, can you guys see? I don't know if you guys will be able to see that, to be honest. Actually, if I turn the light off, that won't no, that's not going to, no. Overall rank, 4,877. That is the first time, I reckon, all season I've been inside the top 5,000 at any point. So that is obviously very, very nice. And currently for the round, I am ranked 2,176. So that week might actually be on for me now. That top 1,000 week. The fact that I've still got Nasiah, Dawson, Brayshaw, Marshall, Jackson, and also Agger, which I don't expect to come. Don't expect to score. So who's tomorrow? So you got Adelaide, Richmond, St Kilda, Freo. So who don't I have that's popular? So I don't have Sinclair. I don't have McRae. I don't have Rankin. Sarong. They're probably the main primos I don't have that might sort of have good scores and drop me in rank, but everyone else is less than 5%. So it's really going to be, Sinclair, McRae, Rankin, Sarong are the 4. But a few people would have jumped off Rankin. Sarong isn't heavily owned. I know he's at 18%, but he's not hugely popular. It's more probably Sinclair, McRae, but even they're not massively popular. So I might actually be on for a decent finish. Where were we? Where was I? Okay, here we go. So each edge. Do we think Horn Francis a hold because he's going to lose so much cash and he'll eventually rise to the top? I would hold Horn Francis. There's no point trading now. Shonkster, do we get rid of Bont? No, he's got North next week, and I think he'll turn it around. He's just been very poor. Nathan Thomas, I won't be able to loot McCarthy. Only non-playing rook is Bus. Dogs play first game next week. Oh, that's a good point, actually. I've got Hasty at this stage. When does Hasty play next week? Okay, they play Saturday night, which is the third to last game. So, I can't even loot. Oh, actually, I can loot McCarthy next week. I didn't actually realise McCarthy plays early in the round. So I can actually loot McCarthy, and if he goes well, I can bench Mills. That's wicked. Or I can just loot McCarthy and Mills. Oh, no, I can't because Mills plays the last game. So it'd have to be looping. If I keep Doherty or Long, one of the two. Loot one of them, maybe. Maybe loot Bergman against Brisbane. Could loot McCurch. Oh, I'm not going to loot McCurch. I think he's pretty safe. Yeah, so McCarthy would be my D7 loop. So who'd be my midfield loop? Probably, yeah. If I keep Long, it'd be him. And then if they both, one of them fails, I'll play Mills instead. Yep, okay. I don't mind that. That's actually good. I didn't realise that. So, Callum Fife. Love how Josh Douglas doesn't get as many marks as Nick. Wish I could get him, but I'm planning on going Bolton to Flanders and Chera to Smith next week. Thoughts on that? Bolton to Flanders, Chera to Smith. Yep, I like that. Yeah, great trades. Yeah, if you can do them. If you got all your rookies off field as well. Obviously, yeah, it's Josh Douglas slightly frustrating. He only had 34 points in the second half. 97 again is fine. He nearly turned up essentially, so it's fine. But when you're on 63 at halftime, you're probably expecting the guy to turn up. So it's disappointing, but yeah. Elijah Hewitt to Archer May. Thoughts, says Jam. Don't mind that. Yep, you could definitely do it, especially if Hewitt's on your bench. Makes you a fair bit of cash. Looking huge. Bale says it's edge. Is it going to be? Top 1,000 for the round, I say. Is it going to be, though? Because, like, of my scorers, I've had how many count already? Because obviously a few of those guys I've still got to come, but they're not all going to count. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I've had 15 scorers. So I've got 3 scorers left. So I'm on 1552 with 3 scorers left. But obviously having Nasiah, Dawson, Brayshaw, Marshall, Jackson all to come. They should obviously score more than that. Plus I'll get the 3 scorers plus the other ones have just got to score more than those bottom few. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see where I end up. But it's obviously looking okay. Mills to Nick Haynes thoughts. Definitely not. I'm definitely not looking at Nick Haynes, Andrew. Good round, mate, says Stu. Thank you, mate. Will says, should I go Campo, the red dot legend, to Rowson and Long to Caldwell, or Long to Caldwell and Foss to best player I can get, which will be anyone under 800k? I'd probably do that if you can. I'd probably do that. Unless you need the cash gen, then the red dot to Rowson probably makes sense. Flying Cow, and it depends what McCarthy scores as well, right? So Flying Cow, 31-23. I'd just say Flying Cow. 3K off going long up to Caldwell next week. Is it worth trading? Is it worth bringing in Tyrone for Luau to get the trade next week? Potentially. You could do that if you need to do it. Shonkster, do we get rid of Bont or hold? I'm holding Bont, Shonkster. 24 primos. Okay, rich boys. Yeah, well, it will be. When you got McCarthy, will make that much cash that's going to be easy for people to get that M9. 1379 with Jackson, Sinclair, Bolton, and Sarong. I've already dropped my 2 bottom scores. So yeah, if I was to drop my supposed bottom 3 scores, I'll just have a look at what that would look like. So 1552. If I was to remove, 1552. If I was to remove, so let's just say Alga's whatever score he gets. So we're obviously not minus that. Then we minus Sheasel 65 and Mills 67. I'm on 1420 with how many left? 1420 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 primos. 5 primos plus Alga, which I'm counting as the one that's not going to count. So with 5 players left, I'm hopeful that 1900's a possibility, particularly when I've got guys like Nasaya, Dawson, Brayshaw, Marshall, and Jackson. If they can all ton up or get near the ton, I should get 1900, which I think is going to be a very strong week. But again, I don't know what other people are looking like. Low scores for me, 39, 56, 59, says Nathan Thomas. So maybe 1800 if I'm very lucky, said Double Dummy. Blimp, do you think it's going to be too late for Rowson if you can't get him next week? Have to get a forward rookie based on roster. I'm probably looking more at the forward rookie because there's no forward rookies coming through, but Rowson could be a good option. We're on 98 likes as well, so we just need 2 more likes. If we can get that done, that'd be fantastic. But no, Blim, it's not too late. If you miss him next week, it might be, but yeah. Matt Brown, after taking Dacos VC, I'm on 1300 with Sinclair, Nasai, Dawson, Brayshaw, Marshall, McRae, and Tyroo to come. Should be okay, I think. 1300 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 to say. Yeah, that's a good score, Matt. If you have you taken off the scores as well? 18th score 61, says Nathan. Love the game today, says Carn the Pies. Yep, mate, they Collingwood got it done again, which is good to see. I'm on 1276 with 8 to play. All good players except Bolton with a 25, 65, 67, and 59 dropping off. Is that minusing those scores already, Caleb? Because if that's the case, you're on for a big score, it looks like. Geez, we've got a lot of chat coming through. Far out. We're just past 100 likes, so appreciate that. Thank you, Nathan, saying awesome balls. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. I'm playing a ghost ship who still has Zach Reed. Might lose as they have Rosie Baker and Fraser, says DJ. It's all come together, Bales. Easy, says Stu. Me 4937. You're higher than me, Bales, says Will. What was your score, Bales, says DJ? 1552. But as I said, if I'm removing my 3 bottom scorers, and I'm predicting that to be Alga, who hasn't played yet, so removing my other 2 bottom scores being Mills and Sheasel, I'm on 1420 with 5 primos left. When you were outside 10k and I was top 3k, says Will. Yeah, sorry, mate. I've had a decent couple of weeks, but it can all change very quickly. I've had a shit first half of the year, so yeah, who knows what's going to happen. Darkness, when did they finish? Couldn't tell. What was it, like 20 minutes ago? Something like that. Not quite. Actually, no, about 15. Corey Bladage, 11.99 with Nasai, Tyro, Brayshaw, Taranto, Marshall, Jackson to come. So the 6. So I think get 1,800 or more there, Corey. Shonkster, do we get rid of Bont or hold? I said that before. Yeah, you're holding Bont. Ryan Francis, trade Merritt or Dunkley. I'd be trading... I'd trade Merritt, I think, out of those 2. Corey Budge, they play Friday night doubleheader. Yes, which is good, so we can loot. We're a pivotal week for trades with loot options and upgrades, etc., says Moonboy. We'll need to think deeply on it. Did Nick have 3 behinds? Yeah, he did, unfortunately. Bales, is it silly to hold Cooper Simpson as a forward loop free, have late games next 3 weeks? No, it's not silly. No, you can hold him for sure. 1398 with Dacos, VC, and Sinclair, Dawson, Brayshaw, Marshall, Tyro, and Rankin left. That looks pretty solid there, Will. McCarthy doesn't count as a rook anymore, says Slipping Jimmy. Yeah, probably doesn't. No more 3 trades per week, says DJ. Yes, it's disappointing. 2 Friday night games, says Will. Yep, saw that. Sean Wennell. Would you trade Caleb, Daniel, and who to? I have Smith, Petrarca, Rankin, Martin, Kenny, and Daniel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you got 6 forwards already. So you try and bring in a mid or a defender there, Sean. That's who I'd look at. If you've got money, Caldwell, Goulden, I really like as options. Andy East. Hi, Bales. Is there a player under 540k in tomorrow's match is worth going to? Now that I've already won my head-to-head, I can trade a black dot. 540k. Adelaide, no. Richmond, no. Freo, no. St Kilda, no. No, I don't think there is actually, unfortunately. So, what's your thoughts in the 8k? I'm not sure what the question is there, Andrew. I would have loved 3 trades this week, says Will. Yes, I would have as well. I need an aside, says Will. Seabales says, thanks, Jam. Appreciate it, mate. Is Dale a hold, says Will. Yeah, Dale's a hold. Phoenix Rising. Should I go Chera and Long to Green and Merritt / Butter / Dunkley, or a rookie down and Long / Daniels to Caldwell? Ooh, that's a really good question. So Chera, I wouldn't trade Chera. So I think I'd go Long up. I'd go Long up to Caldwell. I reckon I'll do that. Unless Daniel is in your midfield, then go Daniel instead. Because, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I've got 87k. Maybe it's better for me, instead of going one of these guys up to Caldwell, is it going to be better? Because I don't think I'm going to be able to go like a Boxall down to Ralston and get the rookie upgrade. Maybe is it going to be better for me to go Long and... if it is Doherty, if I go those 2 out, if Doherty is dropped, for example, is it better to go get like a Dunkley and Tom Green or something? Is it better for me to go get 2 midfielders and then I can eventually go get Goulden and Caldwell from those 2 maybe? It's Edge. I'm on 12.59 when scores are moved with Nasai, Sinclair, Brayshaw, Dawson, Jackson, Marshall. So hopefully should be able to get above 1,800. I reckon Par will be around 1,750. Well, if that's the case, I might be on for a pretty big one. It's Edge. I'm on 12.59 when scores are moved. Oh, yeah, I said it before. I don't know why I was reading that out for a second time in a row. Tyro could be an option. Taj Houghton should debut as well soon, says Andy East. There's still Tyro as a forward rookie, says Slipping Jimmy. Exactly, yep. Todd Gray. Oh, yeah, no, if you don't have a player, yeah, Tyro's probably the guy to go to from tomorrow if you needed that player under that price. For who you asked that before? For trading a blue dot. Someone said that before. I can't find the comment. Where was it? Oh, Andy East was saying that. Yes, it's probably Tyro. Andy is probably the one you're going for. What's your thoughts on it in the 800k range for Mills? I'm not trading Mills, Andrew. I'm holding. Todd Gray, Bales, is it silly to hold Cooper Simpson's forward loop? Yeah, so unset before. Yeah, I think it's fine to hold still. I think it's still good hold. Dave Reed Jones, what's for dinner, Bales? Probably a sausage roll and a pie, plus a little bit of soup maybe. Louis O'Leary, how do you know what your round rank is already? All you do is you go in the app, you go to round, and you go down to round 16, and it will show your round rank next to your name. LM, can't believe after watching Bont that I'll have a premium that goes worse than him with Sheasel. Yep, I know. Yep. Corey Bladledge, I'm 11.38 with Nasai, Captain, Tyro, Taranto, Brayshaw, Marshall, and Jackson left. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left plus Captain. You might still be able to get 18, 1900 there, Corey. Louis Buzz, I've never seen your hair. Surely show us. No, I'll just wear the hat. Maybe someday. Cannon 5. If all my players score 100 tomorrow, I'll score 1860 with 4 scores dropping off. Is that still good? Yeah, I think that's still good. Yep. Flanders an option, says Steve-O. I think he is. Yep, he's cheap. What's your thoughts in the 800k range for Mills? I'm not trading Mills, Andrew. Cameron Adams, 1563 with Dawson, Marshall, Jackson to go. Should go 1850, fingers crossed. That's a solid score, I think. Big day cost junk at the end. Yes, Sean, it was lovely, mate. Will, I might need your advice with looping this week, Bales, through Patreon. Haven't needed to loop a lot. All good, mate. I'm happy to help with Patreon. Sean, 12 played for 13.27 with the C with Sheasel. Oh, hang on, with Sheasel and Chera dropping off. Brayshaw, Dawson, Nasiah, Marshall, Sinclair, McRae to come. Averages get me to 1953. Bloody hell, Sean. Okay, well, you're on for a very good week then, because if I do averages then, so 1552, if I take away 65 for Sheasel, 67 for Mills, so 1420. So Nasiah's average is 109 for Nasiah. 109 for Nasiah, 111 for Dawson. Brayshaw, 107. Brayshaw, 107. Marshall, 100. And Jackson, 99. Okay, no, not 1946. So I'm very close to, what's that, 7 points behind you, Sean. So we'll probably score very similarly this week, actually. So what? I got Dawson, got Brayshaw, got Nasiah, got Marshall. So you got Sinclair and McRae. I've got Jackson as the different player there. Nathan Thomas, thanks, Bells. Great watch song as usual. Have a great night. Thank you, mate. You too. LM, would you trade Mills to Flanders to loop in D6 to be able to afford someone like Caldwell? Actually, that could be something I could do as well. If I didn't want to get a rookie, I could actually go Mills down to Flanders, loop Flanders and McCarthy, and then I'd be able to go along to Caldwell. That's Nathan. I don't mind that play. Gold Coast got Esther next week, so I could do that, particularly if McCarthy goes well on the Friday night. I'd be trading long, for example, anyway. Yeah, that's something I could definitely consider. Castle Richards 1564 with Nasiah, Marshall, Dawson, Brayshaw, and Rankin. It's a good score, I think. I don't know. Have you taken away your the lower scores there, Castle Richards? I accidentally changed my VC to Brayshaw by accident. No, can you loop on McCarthy? Says Footy Frenzy. I played him on field this week, but you can. Yes, if you haven't taken it, you definitely take the 95. Guess after VC Dawson now, says Ben. Oh yeah, VC Dawson. Hopefully he goes. I think he'll go well. Ron for good week, says Sean. I think it's better than par, but I don't want to get too ahead of myself just yet, just with the way my year's gone. Ben Hayes, I had it on Dacos and misclicked last minute. That's a shame. Sorry, mate. Corey Badge, Tom McCarthy going to have a minus 176 break-even in Supercoach. Might go up 130k this week. Yeah, right. Todd Gray, always a pleasure. Never a chore, Bells at boot the Crows home. Thanks, mate. Hopefully the Crows can get the job done tomorrow. Footy Frenzy, hopefully Dawson goes 137 plus because I put the VC on Anderson instead of Dacos. Hopefully he does. Hopefully Dawson 150. I'd be happy with a 150 from Dawson, even though Dacos got 137. Best thing for me, Nasiah does at West Coast, scores a 70. Sorry, no zones. I hope he doesn't well. I need him to go well tomorrow. Any late updates? No, I don't think so. I'll refresh page. We haven't had a late update for any players for a while, actually. Last night we actually had minus. We had like Bont lost a tackle. Kennedy lost a kick. I think English lost a handball or something. Like there's a few minus ones last night. So I don't know if there's any adjustments tonight. Let's have a look. 137 for Nick Dacos. 102 for Cameron. I think he was on 102 already. Josh Dacos 97. McCarthy 95. Long 80. Yeah, so it doesn't look like any major adjustments there. So there you go. What are we on? 104 likes. So we'll pass 100 likes. So, yep, I think that'll do it for the watch-along tonight. I'll go have some dinner. Obviously, it's 10 o'clock again. I think Flynn gained 4, says Sean. Yeah, obviously he turned up as well. So I got him in draft, which is nice. I'll be happy for an 1850, and Darcy lost 2. Oh, so Darcy Cameron lost 2 points. Okay, yep, that might be why. But yeah, cool. Alrighty, that'll do us for the watch song tonight. But appreciate everyone that tuned in as always. And thank you again to Castle Richards, mate, for your very, very generous super chat. I hope that the shot pleased you enough. And thanks to Susan with the 2 super chats, and also Katami. Was that the username? Was it Katami? I think it was Katami that did the super chat, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just getting the name up again just to make sure I can shout the right person. Oh no, Katafi, not Katami, Katafi. Sorry. So Castle Richards, thank you. Katafi, thank you. And then Susan, thank you again for the 2 super chats. I hope that the shot was good. and it impressed everyone, and it was worth it. But appreciate you guys with the super chats as always. We might keep this goal thing up. I'll have to think of some new things instead of just doing the shots, make it a bit more interesting. But yes, very much appreciate it. Appreciate all the likes that have been smashed up by all you legends tonight. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure that you do. We're on 40.39, so we're still making our way up, which is really nice. So obviously, we're 961 away from 5K, which is our next big goal. So if you guys could help us achieve that, that'd be fantastic. Phoenix Rising, thanks for the stream, Bales. One last request I may, please. Can you please check how much Chera will be worth next week? I can certainly do that. Before we finish, let's have a look. So Adam Chera. So he scored a 59. So Adam Chera will go down 22K. Was he over $1 million? I didn't actually realize he was over $1 million. Yeah, so go down 22K, break even to 120. So he doesn't actually go down that much, so which isn't too bad. I don't think I'll be trading Chera out personally. I do think he'll be fine, but people will probably trade him because of the poor score. Dawson 180 now, says Ben. I hope I'd be still good if he did. Will Knight Bales. Thanks, Will. Destinator. Hey, Bales, what do you think a pass score would be this week? I think someone was saying before maybe mid-1700s, maybe 1800. It's probably what people said. I'm not sure exactly what it would be, though, but yeah. Detonator, I guess we'll find it tomorrow, right? Ben, 5 goals, 40 touches, 10 marks. That'd be nice if he could do that tomorrow, Dawson. Even though, to be fair, though, if he kicked 5 goals, 40 touches, 10 marks, that'd be like 200, I think. So, Phoenix Rising, thank you. Have a good rest of your night. Thanks, mate. You too as well. Brought to you by Jack Daniels. Drink responsibly, says Will. Thank you, mate. But yes, that'll do us for tonight. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. We'll be live tomorrow. When's our pre-lockout chat? That'll be good. That's a good question. So last game is on at 5:10 Eastern. So yeah, so our round review will be at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. So 8 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Perth time. So the exact same time as our Q&A. Reviewing the round. Hopefully it's a good Sunday tomorrow. It's a good end to the round on a Sunday tomorrow. Normally Sundays have been quite disappointing, but hopefully it can be a good finish to the round. But yeah, make sure you smash like on the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to our channel so we can hit 5K. That's our next big goal. We'll catch you guys tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Perth time for our round review. So thanks, everyone. Hope you had a good night, good watch long. Catch you guys tomorrow. Thanks, everyone. See ya.